Hello? Hi!
Hello!
They can hear. They
Yes.
hear us. Hi!
That's good. Hello!
Hello, everybody! How are you?
Hey.
Good morning! Good morning!
Hey.
I assume it's probably night for a lot of you. Good night, guys! Hi!
Have a good sleep, everybody.
Yeah, hey,
Thanks
little
all for coming.
Jonas. It's us
See you
again.
guys tomorrow.
We're back.
Hello.
Remember us? We were here like 2 days ago.
We were here for the Battle of the Four Winds South Wind tournament.
Yo! Mahjong Soul
Whoa.
Epic Tournament? It's
Yeah.
back? Hey guys, how are you? I'm excited.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah.
I too am keen. Yes, we are back for the same games, which we had to reschedule due to non-technical irregularities
Yeah.
in what we'll describe as player conduct, and
Guys.
essentially we're just having the games again, and we're hoping that the rules are
Yeah.
slightly more followed. Is
If
just
you
pretty
are a
much the
player
start
in
and
this
finish of it.
tournament, don't watch this stream live. That's pretty much
And
what it boils down to.
Yeah, and that's all we're gonna boil it to as well.
Yeah, if you're interested in the details, there is a post on the Mahjong Soul official Twitter. You could read everything there. But
Yeah.
you guys should all behave like little angels, and everything will be
Just like
epic.
we do. Right,
Yeah.
Chromu?
Yeah, we're little angels. We love Mahjong. We're the little
I
angels
decided
on
to
your
put like
shoulder.
weird little pauses between your name, by the way, Chromu.
Chromu? Chromu?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to
Bueller?
figure out a weird way to... What?
Chromu?
Chromu
What?
Chromu Bueller?
You've
What?
seen the movie.
Like Ferris?
That's the one. She knows
Yeah.
it.
I do know him.
Reference gotten.
Actually,
work.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I do
Oh,
know about, though?
yeah.
Fate, Heaven's
Fate
Feel.
Stay Night.
Yo.
That was the movie that I meant the whole time. Yeah.
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 It was, Shiro's big day or something.
Anybody Archer?
Dude, you guys know
Archer?
Archer? Do you know his deep dark secret that I accidentally revealed?
No, I don't, Chromu. Tell me
You know
all
what,
about it.
guys? If you're watching Heaven's Feel, you should have completed Fate Stay Night by then, and then you would know Archer's secret. I'm just saying.
Wait, isn't Heaven's Feel still Fate Stay Night? That's the name of the full franchise.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the anime series Fate Stay Night.
I mean, the movie is kind of an anime.
Yeah, but it's a movie.
It's animated.
Okay, you should watch everything that comes before it chronologically, and then you wouldn't be surprised when I reveal things to you. Hi,
How often
guys.
are you going to be revealing things to me?
What? You should have known that. I won't reveal anything.
I was fully aware. I was wondering, like, if you had any actual revelations for me.
Oh,
What's your, like...
from a book? You want me to reveal something?
No, I was on... Yeah, specifically that book, yeah.
The book of, Chromu's Revelations?
Yeah.
I don't know, I gotta think about something. I realized
I'm hoping for semi-hourly Fate fun facts from you.
Okay, I'll think about
That's
one.
like our special little event thing today.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember some cool ones.
Okay. Did you know Lance's real name is Choo Choo Lane?
Yeah,
which
but
I did not
apparently
pronounce
it said,
correctly.
Like, QQ Lane. They corrected us.
It's probably more like, they use CH sounds. Pronounce this word that I'm spelling right now.
Okay.
How to pronounce. We've got like 4 minutes before the game starts.
That's
so
fine, there's plenty of time.
As far as I'm aware, that counts as having time.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, I got my top pronunciation men on the scene.
Oh yeah, wait, we didn't mention though. Since there was an issue with one of the...
Lane. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We forgot to mention though, since there was an issue with one of the players last time, they replaced that player with the 5th ranked person from the weekly matches. So there will be one new player we're seeing today.
Yes, we are going to be joined by... Okay, I'm pretty sure they got the 5th highest player.
Yes, they did.
Which, if I read that correctly... No, wait, that's the Eastwind Games. Hold
yeah,
on,
their name is written in the tweet. Let me go see.
Oh, it should be This Is Menchi?
This is Menchi. Yeah, that's gonna be the new player joining us today. Pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some Mahjong masters over here. I think we've only got one, actually.
Okay, listen. Master,
yeah,
1.5.
well, we've got like a master and an expert. That still sounds very impressive.
Okay, hold on. Pulling up Chromu's latest games. Let's see here.
We don't gotta look at that.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
wait, didn't you start at 1400?
I did. I got a 4th place and then a 3rd place, but you know my 3rd place still gained me points because it was a really good one.
Usually when you gain points in 3rd, it's just because somebody else did really, really bad, though.
No, that's not what happened. Did they reveal collab date, or is it still unknown? I don't think that they revealed the collab characters yet. We don't have a date for that.
Chromu's rank on live. There we
go. Wait, we're going to the commentary screen? Let's go. Oh, I didn't... Oh. Where's mine at? Okay, there
Sorry,
it is.
I was putting your rank on stream. Hold on, do I have to commentate something
now?
Okay.
No, I'm just showing my game. Yeah, well, you see my rank is... at least it's master. Let's have a look at Rezul.
Listen, it's above the halfway
Let's go find this guy. Yeah.
I think it's more about being above the halfway point
Still
than it is about...
4th places in your last how many matches? You haven't played one!
I will never get 4th again.
Never again?
Like, I don't see statistically why.
Okay. Wait, you got a double Yakuman. You had 13 13 orphans. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did.
I've never
had
that
the sumo of the regular one, and I just discarded the pair and sumoed it again.
You're crazy.
I did that in the Jade room, baby. Where's your Jade double Yakuman? I guess the
statistics of that are pretty good. Hey, shut up.
I would say...
You're jealous of
I would say getting 13-sided, the Furutan discarding sumo is probably more common than drawing it naturally.
You're really jealous of my double Yakuman. All those...
What was it again? Suiso Daisanga?
All honors and the wins, yeah.
Oh, Shosushi.
Yeah, that thing. Wait, sushi? That sounds kind of yum-yum.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know the Japanese words for mahjong.
You don't know the Japanese word for sushi? I think
I know that one.
Yeah. Show sushi is 4 little wins. Yes.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Wait, the Battle of the 4 Winds is in progress. We need to look.
Is it?
Wait, it says empty. Tournament info empty.
Yeah.
But it's time.
It is in fact time. But I guess, like, it's only 8 exactly right now on the PST
That's
term,
true, and there's a 5-minute delay for spectating.
Yeah, so I guess there's still probably, like, a good 40-second window where we don't have to, like, melt down and panic.
Hi, Chromu. I hope you don't Strategical embarrass yourself in front of the Mahjong community. Is that a real word?
It isn't, but I was told that I have to be nice to the viewers during these streams, so I'm not gonna say that.
Well, I embarrass myself a little bit all the time, but that's what makes it awesome.
Makes what awesome?
Life. It gives it spice and flavor.
Okay. What kind of flavor?
An epic one?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
I just noticed how much copper
you have. How much copper do you have, Chromu?
This is all from gaming, by the way. This is all real. 1.5453 million.
Oh, so not even 3.9 million?
Yeah, I always had like way more than that, but sometimes I go into the shop and buy a bunch of items.
Yeah, I did that too, because I was like, you've played more games than me. You've got to have more copper.
Yeah, I've spent millions of copper on stuff. These things.
Yeah. Speaking of copper and stuff, don't forget that there's a new event starting right now on Mahjong Sol.
Oh, which event is it actually?
I don't know if it's called Spring's Lilt or Quiet of Verdure. It's one of the two or both, but it's one of the play games, get some Yaku, get some resources traded in for gifts and such events.
Oh, yeah. Those ones are fun. I just play a lot, so.
Okay, it's 8:02.
Where's
Game
our
starts in 243 seconds.
Yeah, so now we've got Mendelssohn, this is Menchi, Vaizom, and Terasuki.
We have two Zeniths of Cat Kingdoms with men in their name. Do not mix up and accidentally say, this is Mendelssohn Chromu, I swear. Do not embarrass us.
What if I do that? Oopsies. Well,
surely never, right?
I could just say that anyway. Like, oh, this is Mendelssohn when I point to his name. Like, look, it's him.
Yeah.
And this is Menchi.
This is Menchi? Menchi, he's the guy that made VTube Studio, right?
I think that's Denchi. I think
that
might be Denchi Soft, that guy.
No, Denchi's just the guy that likes Fortnite and Roblox.
He also likes Minions.
Yeah, like if you could list a bad thing, you could assume that he's a nerd.
He's like a Facebook grandma type guy, but he also likes Mahjong. Yeah. Did you know that? You have Denchi added?
That is good. I think liking Mahjong, I'd call
let's
that
look at
virtuous.
Denchi. I've got that guy added.
Are we gonna audit Denchi's rank right now? We got 3 minutes, I suppose.
Denchi is expert 1 in 4-player, but in 3-player Mahjong, he's master 1. I think that guy loves Sanma.
I'm on a sponsored Yostar stream right now. I can't give my opinions on Sanma. I don't think Sanma's at fault for how I experienced Sanma, okay? Sanma did nothing wrong. People should give it a whirl, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when you draw that north wind and you get to go, yay!
Oh yeah, and watch as he goes, Peyoranuku, or something. I don't know what he says.
My character goes,
like, I know
Mukidora.
Oh yeah, but he says, okay. No, yeah, I guess.
Wait, only expert 1? Are you busting on Denchi right now? So what if he's only expert 1?
That's still good. I think any rank is good because it means that you're playing Mahjong Sol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard for a lot of players to break out of Adept at all and get into Expert. I feel like that's the first big hurdle. Yeah. As a
generally speaking,
master in Sanma. What? We got so many Sanma masters.
Yeah. Me.
Not me. I'm only expert in Sanma.
Ooh, you don't have a master rank in something, Chromu? Ooh,
yeah, but I could if I really wanted to.
Sanma? Yeah, you probably could, honestly.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you for believing in me. You're so kind.
Why would I ever not do that, Chromu? I have nothing but faith in your ability to
I guess it makes sense that it's called Yonma for the 4-player. Like counting. Yeah. I didn't know that. Yonma.
Numbers. You think they're going to add like 5-player?
Yo, Gonma.
Gonma. I don't have any follow-up for that, actually.
Gonma nuts.
Bam! Boom! You did it! Oh, my lord. Absolutely.
I thought really hard about that one. You want a revelation?
I'm so proud of you.
My revelation is that Sanma means 3-player and Yonma means 4-player.
Oh, yeah. You're queued up for the spectate, right? 39 seconds?
I am, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh Oh yeah, we're gonna try and make sure our games are synced up as best we can. So
That
there's
would
no,
be ideal.
like,
Yeah, because
latency.
I kind of just look like a total, like,
Yeah.
dork when I'm like, oh man, who knows what they're gonna discard? And you're, like, already pogging at the discard.
Yeah,
And I'm
Rizzo's
like,
making all
oh,
these crazy calls. Like,
people
oh, they're
already
doing this
know.
and doing that. And I'm like, yo, he just hit Ricci. Hopefully it'll
just a little
sync
awkward.
up perfectly. I think it'll be
We're
fine.
gonna get started into it.
Yeah.
7 seconds on Mendelssohn. This is Menchie, Vizem, and Taraski
Exciting.
for the first out of 3 Southwind matches.
I want a Yakuman. We gotta see some Yakumans today.
You always want a Yakuman.
I want to see big things happening.
Okay,
big
I'm not seeing a
hands.
Yakuman Ishanten. I am seeing 3-door right out the gate from Mendelssohn here.
Ooh,
Along with a Hatsu
that's
pair.
true.
Like, he's already, like, off to the races. Again, like, we're not going to assume that just because you're higher ranked means you're, like, more likely to win, of course, but... Man, he really didn't need these Dora. This is way excessive.
Yeah, this is looking like a pretty good starting hand, man. What the heck?
Yeah, I'd say, like, my favorite thing when I'm dealer is when I also have 5 Han pretty much instantaneously.
I think
I
he
consider
needs
that
to-
ideal.
I think it would be a smart thing to open up his hand here when he gets the chance.
You'd probably say so, yeah. Ricci, like... Okay, you got 4 Dora. Do you really need, like, 3 Urodora on top of that? I think you're good to go.
Yeah, you want
I
to
have-
secure that lead, man.
I have never seen This Is Menchie's portrait frame. Is that new? What the heck is that?
Oh, true. Wait, that's so cute.
That is optimal.
I like that frame. I want
And
that
his
so
hand
badly.
is looking really good too. Are you seeing the Itsu? Or
Let's
the
have a look.
789 Sound Shocker?
Ooh, so
That's
true.
looking pretty solid,
Oh,
honestly.
nope, he
Okay,
threw
he's
away
ditching
his
the Sound
nine.
Shocker, but the Itsu is still pretty feasible.
Yeah.
I'd say that the Pinfu is not a bad shot. Vizem opening up here on what looks to be a fairly decent 2 away from Tenpai to Chundora 2.
Not a bad idea considering Mendelssohn's hand.
Definitely not, and he draws himself into a perfect E-Shanten.
Yeah.
Looking for 5, 6, 8 man, 3, 6 pin, and 2 so. That's pretty solid, honestly. He's definitely the closest to everything right now. Mendelssohn,
Yeah.
meanwhile, has not gotten the worst draws in the world, but is he gonna pawn this? He's not. Which means he's looking at potentially Chi Toitsu Dora 4
That's
E-Shanten
kind of
right now.
crazy.
That would be
That would be a
slightly
weird
absurd.
weight. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
I would do that. I didn't think I would play
It's-
like that.
I mean, if he manages to draw like 4 and 7 man, things like
Yeah.
that, to start putting these things together into sequences, but, you know, if the guy draws a 5 pin, I think he's taking the 5 pin, you know?
Yeah. Terasuki is pretty close to Tenpai as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just 2 Ryanman for not even Pinfu. We're looking at Ricci only here, which,
Mendelssohn
like, you're not gonna
just
be
drew another
in the
triple.
worst situation.
Maybe
bad
we
at
can get a
all.
Yakuman. Maybe we could have 4 concealed triplets.
Any second now, we're gonna be getting that.
Come on, Mendelssohn.
But Vizem here gets the Chun, gets the 2 Dora, and gets the Ryanman weight, looking for possibly a 5, 6, 7 Sound Shocker.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That, I mean,
Not giant
77
points,
points to
but-
start off with? Yeah, that'd be a pretty good start.
Yeah.
Oh, but Taraski hits the 3, 6 man Tenpai, looking for no Yaku at the moment, but oh,
Yeah.
did you hear that? Did you see that before I did?
I think I saw it like a second before you did.
Okay, we might
When
not
I-
be too desynced.
Yeah.
When you went, ooh, was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you maybe just
Oopsies.
be 1 second ahead.
I'll delay my reaction for you.
No, thank you very much. That's
yeah, I'll
you
pretend
big
I'm
help.
living in the past.
Oh yeah, Mendelssohn, by the way, emoting somebody else, dealing into somebody else.
I love that for him.
That's some really roundabout trash talk, I think.
I wonder why they're not spamming more emotes. Maybe they're really
That
focused.
is true. There were more emotes in the last rounds, I think. In
Yeah.
the last stream. I think they've locked in a little bit more.
Wait, what is that hand? Which one?
Mendelssohn not looking at too
Is
much
that a
right
robot cat paw? Oh, does someone have a weird paw?
now. Oh yeah, I've seen that as well. Maybe
Wait, I've
that's
never
also.
seen that before.
Yeah, I think you get that maybe for getting Zenith as well, potentially.
Wait, I need to
because I
start
know we saw
wailing.
that super recently too.
Oh, Mendelssohn's going for another fast hand.
Oh yeah,
Probably
the
a-
quick chun.
Good idea since they're dealer right now.
Yeah, cuts the penchant for it, but still, Kanshan and Ryanman for Shanten. It's fast enough, and if you can get the 3 Han out of it, this is definitely worth it for a dealer play.
Visum is super close to 10 pi right now.
Ooh, absolutely true.
And is kind of weird though. Yeah.
Yeah, like, pretty decent chance at just a normal Pinfu. Riichi Pinfu, good enough, honestly.
Can you
Does
get
have
Pinfu
red 5
when
on
your
acceptance.
pair is the Norths? Does that work?
Yeah. Chromu, you're in Master.
Yeah.
You never go for Pinfu. Alright, you have 64% call rate, my mistake. Yeah, Pinfu, you can use a guessed wind. Like, so long as the honor pair is something that you can't pawn into a Yakuhai, you can use it as a pair for Pinfu.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so off-seat wins and off-round wins.
Yeah, I knew that sometimes having the honors there wouldn't work, but I didn't
Yes,
really know exactly
he can't
why.
use East or South wind as a pair, but North is... That's
Okay.
kosher.
Thanks
That's
for
good.
the info.
And so is Riichi.
Ooh,
Riichi's a good
let's
Yaku
go,
too.
Visum.
2 5-man Ryanman right away.
Visum's
Meanwhile,
speedrunning this
Menchi,
right
though.
now.
Menchi gets the upgrade on another Ryanman. Still not quite 10 pi, but getting close to it.
Ooh.
And definitely there in no... Oh,
Making
there's...
good
Oh, the
draws.
perfect Dora draw. Chun Dora 3 on a 3-6 man.
Yeah.
Probably stronger than Visum's right now, and it's not really looking like
Oh,
Tarasky has a strong enough hand to push
Mendelssohn.
forward. Mendelssohn! Yep. 2
Mendelssohn loves
5
using
pin,
that emote.
potentially... I mean, it's a perfect emote, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, the 2 5 pin could be Ipeiko Tanyao.
Yeah, they're all waiting on
but that's
different
not gonna be
tiles.
good for him.
Unfortunate for him, but let's
The
go,
reverse
Visum.
Ipatsu. Visum's off to a great start here, taking
Yeah.
the Riichi sticks.
Increasing that lead. Let's
Yeah.
go. Karasuki's
Mendelssohn's
just
not
chilling.
too happy. Menchi's not too
25,000
happy.
points. True.
Tarasky's having a great time, though. Okay, Mendelssohn, surely this tournament matters to him more than the 13 orphans, right? Okay,
I think he
Now that-
needs to go for that now. It would be so
right now,
iconic.
in your expert,
Oh,
or dare
I
I say
think
it,
he's-
master opinion?
I think
Oh,
he's holding on
Mendelssohn.
to them. He's
well-
holding on to them.
He's clearly also holding on to the Sozu flush here.
Yeah.
But, like, you wouldn't cut the 2-3-5 so first, mind you. But,
Of course.
you know, they're saying there's a chance, I suppose. Like, looking for North and West, those are not dead
I
yet.
feel like
Looking
he's
for...
so far in at this point. Look at those discards. He can't give up now.
You know, his struggle, though, is that there's only 1 9-so really left for him to
the
draw
West
himself.
discards
That could
as
be
well.
That's a tough 10 pie to get.
Well, the half flush could still be very feasible.
Yep, keeping the Haku alive. I mean, we should probably look at other people's hands besides just like
Yeah.
the
Menchi
orphans,
has a
it's
good
like,
hand. Menchi started
yeah,
off
yeah,
with
yeah.
Kudora.
The orphans are like an anglerfish. They just draw in the casters. Everybody look.
Guys, we might have a Yakuman on our hands.
Oh yeah. I mean, Menchi.
Yeah,
Looking
Menchi has
good
a
on the
nice hand.
Tanya Aldora too here. Definitely not looking like a toy or anything, but he could even just draw into Riichi. Riichi Tanya Aldora 3 or something. That could be quite good. Visum opening up for what looks to be just a very quick
Yeah.
Tanya Aldora.
I mean, honestly, though, still in the dealer seat. Might as well keep doing it.
If you can keep the repeats coming, mind you. Tarasky with the
Wow.
very quick Riichi Pinfudora on the 6-9 man here.
Yeah.
And by very quick, I mean relatively, like, standard pace.
Yeah.
Mendelssohn looks to be going for the fold now, not going to risk a red 5-so on that
if
one. Pretty
Mendelssohn
reasonable.
does fold, they're gonna drop that 9-mon.
They got plenty of honors to go through first. Meanwhile, Visum closed on the 3-pin, which Mendelssohn just draws and keeps. Very reasonable. You could trust a Southwind, yeah, that'll do. That'll be fine. Yeah, looks like Mendelssohn pretty much started with a hand he didn't want to take to the finish and is just letting it peter out for the next few rounds here.
Yeah.
Reasonable. Menchi pulls in the 3-pin that they did need for their hand, but isn't going to risk the door for it.
Menchi's hand
Very
is-
reasonable play.
It's like... It's okay. I think they gotta
It's
open it
making
up.
some progress, right?
Start poning now!
Immediately. You might not say no to it. The 6-man's a good draw. If he keeps it, then we can say that he's keeping the hand going, but yeah, you'd probably say that's not the best discard either.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been better off going for the sequence. Too many doubles in his hand.
He was pretty low on the safe things in general, but...
Yeah. Unfortunate. Menchie's
still definitely not out of the running, though. 17,000, you're not thrilled, but... I mean, that's less than a mangan worth of dealings, right?
Yeah, it
Just get more than a mangan worth of sumers and you're back in business, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Still have, like,
yeah.
East 4 and all of South to go. Anything could happen at this point.
Visum, though, with a sequence, a pair of Easts, and 3 Rhiannon with a door embedded in it is definitely setting the pace for this round. That is not going to be something that you can compete with on efficiency too quickly. Opting to cut the Easts, definitely a reasonable decision, right?
Turoski's also
East is
got
worth
a
as much as
pretty
Tanya here.
good hand.
Oh, they do. The 2 Dora here. Not exactly like a breakneck speed, but if you can pull in the 2-so, then that is a really good Ricci Pinfu Rhiannon weight, obviously, from Pinfu. Dora 2. Definitely not something to mess around with. Mendelssohn, though, Chromu, your Yakuman. Are you seeing the vision?
Concealed.
They only need a 3-pin, which is stuck in player's hands, 5 pins, which is stuck in player's hands, and he's abandoned the 6-so, which means it's probably not going to be the Yakuman.
It's over.
Never mind. But, very good Ishanten for him here.
I feel like that's safer anyway.
He can easily open up on the 3 or 5 pin and get the Tanyao Akadora.
Yeah.
Probably something you'd be interested in, because I'd say players as good as this, they're probably noticing not too many Dora or tiles near them have been discarded right now.
Yeah.
And you know that you don't have the Forsu in your hand. Probably somebody else does. You don't want to be keeping all the dangerous tiles right away in case, oh, are you going to con this one?
Wow.
Oh dear, there he goes. 9-pin Dora, he gets one.
Well, now he wants to hold on to that, probably.
Yeah, it's worth as much as Tanya, at least.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to risk cutting it. Meanwhile, Menchie cuts Dora, takes a 3-4-man Shanpon for Ricci only.
Wow.
To be fair, that was the only play that he could have made besides not declaring Ricci.
I feel like right now any points is good points for Menchie.
Yeah, when you're behind and halfway, you're kind of looking for just like that one game, that one round that can give you a bit of morale back at least.
Yeah.
Taraski drawing another Dora.
Wow.
Very solid upgrade for him. One so safe as well. Yeah, his hand is looking particularly gnarly right now. Drawing into Dora. Safe against the enemies. Mendelssohn gets that Tenpai outlook, but ooh, Tanyao Aka, and it's a close rate on Ipeko. He doesn't take it.
Yeah.
I'd say when you're dealing with 2 Ura indicators against an opponent's Ricci, you're expecting some dangerous stuff from Menchie's hand. Mind you, there's nothing dangerous about Menchie's hand whatsoever besides Uradora, but...
Visum is holding on to one of the 3s and 4s, so... I don't think they're gonna put it down.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have to be a Tsumo.
I'd be surprised by it. Which means he's looking for a singular remaining 3-man. Taraski is a little bit frozen. Goes for the Ricci 1-4 pin.
Thank you for the sub quick clearness. Hi.
Ricci Pinfu Dora 4. How does that sound, Chromu?
Kind of epic. I think that sounds like an awesome hand.
I think that hand is personally
Ricci with that
crazy
many
opinion.
draws
That's
left
good.
though is so bold.
That's sketchy, but I mean, when there's only so many draws left, it just means the Patsu is here, but Visum!
What the heck? Let's go, Menchie. Yeah, one
everything
Han!
more than a 4-man, and we get 1 Han.
That's what I like to see. Man, Taraski must be punching the air right now.
We as excited as we can be. We got a pog champ for 1 Han now.
Oh, Taraski's starting hand is actually not that great because it's not East anymore.
Yeah, you were about to say, oh wow, Ton, 2 Rhiannon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Pinsu Honitsu. Ah yes.
Yeah.
Insane.
Maybe you can't
But,
open that up anymore.
Ooh, actually,
Yeah.
Actually, it's Ricci only, never mind. Mendelssohn. Decent dealer shapes for looking at either 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. Or you could go for the Itsu here. Keeping the 6-0 I'd say is pretty strong as well, just to like, you always want to have that out towards just a cheap, quicker, winnable hand.
Yeah, I think so too.
Something like that. Meanwhile, Menchi, 3 Dora in the hand with that double Dora 5-so. Pretty good.
Oh, true, actually.
If they can put the tiles together. The rest of the Dora yet remain to be seen, but Menchi's certainly picking up the early start to the high value hand, which he's definitely in the need of right now. Getting past the halfway point here.
Yeah. Bison has a lot of pairs in their hand, but not really much they can do with them right now.
Yeah, it seems like they're putting together a fairly regular hand, and if you're, like, reasoning it more occultly, you may look at 2 discarded pairs in your discard pool already and be like, I ain't doing the Cheeto. 3 pairs in his discard pool? I ain't trusting the Cheeto anymore. They're telling me I should have gone for it, but...
The tile gods are not smiling right now.
Not quite. Mendelssohn, meanwhile, has broken up both his Itsu and his Sanshoku ideas here, probably looking for just solid enough, quickest Tenpai that you can.
Yeah, especially because they're healer now.
Decent shot at his Tanyao Akadora. It's totally fine as dealer. Usually I like to push when I'm at the 3-hand mark, but, you know, that's what Ricci's for.
True that.
As always, Ricci. Meanwhile, Mendelssohn gets to a decent-looking Ishanten here. 2 Ryanman with the 7-8. Not Mendelssohn, sorry. This is Menchi. There's too many men.
This is Mendelssohn.
Actually, this is Menchi.
Yeah.
This is Menchi right now.
Guys, this is Menchi, and their hand is looking kind of epic right now. I think they need to go for that full flush. Drawing another Dora.
With the extra Dora draw, absolutely. I mean, you're keeping that for certain.
Let's freaking go.
Perfect Ishanten, but ooh, it's...
I'm thinking Menchi's comeback is now.
Doesn't she the 3-so? Like, you want to keep that 7-8 Ryanman with Ricci as best as you can. If you're holding on to what could be...
Yeah.
Ricci Dora 3 here. Taraski, ooh, that is not good for Menchi. You would really hope...
waiting for that 7.
You would really hope Taraski would have the... with the...
Wow.
The Dora 4? Are you gonna take that one? It's a 6-9-man Ryanman. 6's Genbutsu against Taraski. It's viable.
Let's go.
That is a good take. Ricci Dora 4. 6-9-man. Genbutsu against another Ricci.
Wow, closed con of the Dora.
Oh my
another
goodness.
con!
Oh my goodness! That's another
crazy.
Dora as well. That is another.
Crap.
This guy has.
How many Dora? That's
this guy has 10 Dora right now.
Wait, 10. Oh yeah, the Aqua Dora.
10 Dora Ricci right now.
Holy moly!
But where's the 6-9-man? I don't think Visum's dropping it.
No!
Oh,
holy crap! Under the freaking river or under the sea? What is this one?
That would be Haite under the sea. Yeah, that's the one.
Holy God!
So
Menchi
we had an 11 hard hand on the
right
battlefield,
now.
but instead, that was Menchi's
that
dream
could have
right
been
there.
insane. Wow, my heart was pounding.
Sanbaiman Tenpai. Cast aside on a Ryanman weight. Mendelssohn
has a pair of the Dora.
Roundwind Chun.
Yeah,
Dora
this is
on
looking good.
That's an easy pawn
Pawn
right
that,
there.
pawn that.
You do not even need the half flush for that. That's an
Yeah.
easy open mangan.
Especially with how close everyone's points are at this point, honestly. There's not a massive lead.
Not quite, no. I mean, even Menchi on his dealer turn here, it's just a single mangan sumo from first. If Menchi could get some kind of like Sanbaiman sumo right now, I think that would really hit the spot for him.
Yeah.
Any day now, that's gonna come together. Mendelssohn 1 away from Tenpai, looking for 8-pin or 3-so. It's pretty slow, but he can get there. Worthy of a mangan at least. Taraski.
Hi, thank you so much for your
pulling
44
together what
months.
looks to be Tanyao.
I'm not playing right now.
Ipeko,
Reservoir
hopefully
and I are
Pinfu,
spectating a
Akadora.
Mahjong
It's pretty
tournament
good.
and commentating
It's
on
pretty
it.
good.
Hi. Hello.
And only Ishanten to it as well if he manages to clutch the 8-so, right?
True?
If he can get there, at least.
Who are we talking about right now?
Taraski. Did you say true, assuming I was correct and having no idea what I was saying?
Yeah, I was talking to one of my
True
viewers for
question
a
mark?
second.
Oh, I see. True?
Yeah, this is looking awesome,
Yeah.
guys. Let's go, Mendelssohn. Look at all those shiny
Mendelssohn.
tiles.
Mendelssohn with a Shanpon and a Ryankin. It's not the most tiles you could wait on for Tenpai.
Am I looking at a toy?
You certainly could be, especially with a 7-pin, actually.
I think I might be.
Nanchun Toy Dora 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just shy of the Baiman, I feel.
I think that's kind of awesome.
I think Hanuman is definitely, like, it's in the running for the best hand that we would have seen so far, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen
At least
any
from
massive...
the hands that actually succeeded.
Yeah! Gosh, that would have been so cool if last hand went through.
Unfortunate. Meanwhile, looks like Visa might be holding on to his 7-pin. Taraski holding on to the 4-man. It looks tough for Mendelssohn to bring this Tenpai together right now. Taraski's holding a lot of his tiles hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Visa one off of Tenpai as well, but not looking like the strongest Tenpais that he can get from it.
Yeah. Menchi is also one off from Tenpai, but they can't exactly open their hand. They have to make some good draws.
True, it's a little bit clunky. Not exactly look like they could pivot this to Itsu too easily either,
No.
although not impossible.
Wow! It looks like they just made their
closed
draw.
weight? Are you gonna reach that? You may
I
already know if they
wonder.
have or not.
They haven't done anything yet.
Yep, one Han, like
thinking.
Ricci only on a closed weight for 8-man, which by their view is one left. They take the Tamaten.
Yeah, I can't blame them.
Yeah, Visum. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so Menchi, until their next draw, is currently in a 0 tiles left Fruiton. It's not what you want to see on your 4th place dealer turn.
I mean...
And it looks like they're just holding on to it. Taraski, meanwhile, goes for the Damaten as well. Tanyao, Pinfu, Ipeiko, Sumo!
Wow!
Is gonna be
let's
another
go.
Yaku. Ooh.
Taraski can't stop winning.
Not quite, no, it doesn't seem.
8,000
I'd
points.
say it's a
among that.
reasonable.
I mean,
Would you have Damaten that one?
I don't know.
There weren't too many draws left, which I know you spoke
Yeah.
of earlier. At the same time, when there's so few draws left, you know, if you Ricci on the last round of draws possible, that means if you win, is definitely Ipatsu.
That's true, actually. I don't know. I'm usually too scared to reach you when it's that few draws. I have my 1,000 points. I have to clutch onto them.
Oh yeah, you need to always be able to open your hand at any moment.
Yeah.
Menchi's hand is looking quite nice. 5, 6, 7 Manzui Peiko possibly. Completed sequence with
true.
2 Dora slotted in there.
Yeah, making some nice
It's
draws.
a Penshan for his trouble, but it's definitely not the best looking Ryan Shanten I've ever seen.
It ain't the worst hand ever.
Yeah, it's not like sublime draws, but Visum getting the round win and 2 Dora on his dealer turn, definitely a good start. E Shanten looking for, if he keeps that, 6-pin,
Yeah.
2-pin, 8-man.
This could be
Can't
awesome.
get Ipeiko, unfortunately, and Taraski, once again, is holding players' tiles hostage. He's got both 2-pins stuck as his pair now. That's
Visum
gonna be hard
could
for
do
Visum to
the
work
crazy thing and go for a half flush.
Definitely worth considering, but
Yeah, they'd
We'll
have to
see
throw
if they
away
skip
that
on the
pair
pawns
of
or
eights,
not.
though.
yeah. 6-pin, probably going to be kept by Menchi and Mendelssohn.
Yeah.
Both of the Zeniths of Cat Kingdom are just keeping the door. Very reasonable. Yeah, if you're having trouble telling the difference between Mendelssohn and Menchi, just remember that one of them is a Zenith of Cat Kingdom, and the other, shoot. Oh.
Yeah, they both are. What the heck? Ooh, not taking that Ricci to rescue.
No. Definitely, it's a weak weight.
Yeah, I don't like single
I would
weights.
still consider. You're at 40,000 points is the main thing here. You're probably not wanting to put too many
Yeah.
risks on your points right now. Especially when he can't see any Dora on the field right now.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever Tenpai an opponent has, you'd expect them to have the Dora instead, right?
Right. Menchi
Which
just went
they
into
definitely
Ichi.
do. Yeah, they definitely do have the Tenpai with the Dora. Richi Dora 2, nothing else with an edge weight on 3-man. They didn't get the Peiko, or the Tanyao, or the Pinfu.
It could put them
But they
in
did
third
get the
place,
Richi, and
though,
Mendelssohn...
if Mendelssohn drops their tile.
Mendelssohn yoinking another 3-man away, so...
Yeah.
If Menchi wants to win, it's gonna be by Ron. Like, granted, they just want any points that they can get right now. Meanwhile, Visum does actually draw into the 1 away from Toy Toy.
Well, that's true.
Not impossible to bring together, but it may depend on Mendelssohn dropping a Dora, which
Yeah.
I have to say I don't expect.
I definitely don't think that'll happen either.
Not very likely, no. And Taraski also has both of Visum's potential 8-man. It's looking tough to bring together. You may... Yeah, there you go. Alright, so Visum is trying to maybe pivot to what looks to be a Furitan Ryanman shape.
Yeah, they're gonna be in Footy 10.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean, you'd
Tenpai
hope,
is
right?
better
Because it
than
may
nothing.
just be...
Yeah, it might be
you're
wrong
open for the
if they
Tenpai
drop
more
that
than
7.
Tough go, though. Taraski, though, does exit Tenpai, so the 7-man is safe to push through with. But it looks like Visum isn't really risking anything to get Menchi's Rishi either, which, pretty reasonable when you've got someone in 4th place. Like, let's not be mean, but you do want to kind of keep them there.
Yeah, that's true. Visum has 2nd place pretty secured right now, even if the dealer
Yep, and
moves over.
3-man is definitely not Menchi's draw, so that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
You're still okay with 3,000 points. It gets you closer to at least eclipsing Mendelssohn, and you are a bit closer to being able to take 2nd from Visum, but it's not where you want to be in South 4.
True that.
Just looking at
It
from
has to
Menchi's
be a
perspective.
pretty epic comeback.
Yep, which, I mean, a closed east wind, like a closed half flush. It isn't Ton, but it is, like, still an honor triplet. Still Honitsu. Just looking at it from a tournament perspective, though, you know, you do really want to get at least 2nd. You're kind of incorporating,
I know, you never want to
3rd
settle.
place avoidance on top of 4th place. So,
Right.
like,
Opening it up, Menchi
Open
is definitely
Honitsu?
going for that half flush.
yeah, Open Honitsu, they're not currently in possession of any Northwind Dora right now, but I guess you're gonna have to hope for it. The Itsu is a nice draw as well, but
Yeah, made another
makes
good draw.
Itsu clunkier. Makes Itsu clunkier, and you're really looking for, like, at least a Mangan Sumo, right?
Yeah. Even getting like a
Mangan
straight
Sumo,
would
if
help
I'm
them
not
out.
insane, should be able to get them to just 2nd place.
Yeah. It would be close.
Like, just barely, but Taraski,
It would be
first place
very
dealer,
close.
has a Damaten Ryanman on 2-5-man immediately. And every player just has to play the game avoiding that. And then he just
Oh
draws
wow,
it instantly.
but
into the game.
Sumo!
Alright, so Menchi just absolutely gutted by that. Didn't even have a
Yep,
chance.
unfortunate. Good for Taraski though.
Absolutely. Taraski just... Let's be honest, they just wiped the floor with the whole table.
They sure did.
However, they keep going.
Oh, snap! I forgot about that.
I was
Infinite
actually...
dealer turns even on South 4?
I suppose so. My read was that players could go negative and keep going. I didn't know that the dealers could
Yeah,
keep
I
going
had
even
no
after
idea.
they finished winning. Which
Wait, that's kind of crazy. I kind of like that.
that's interesting. And while it does hurt Menchi's chances, Amangan Sumo isn't going to get them into 2nd place anymore. They
Yeah.
could still go for Hanuman Sumo, Mangan Ron, things like that.
It looks like Mendelssohn's cooking perhaps 7 pairs.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Ishanten for it, which
Yeah.
for him to get 2nd place, it's a much Taraski.
Wow, single weight
Come on,
for that green
Taraski.
dragon.
Give
That's
him a
insane.
chance. Visum can't use that Hatsu.
Oh no.
Visum's gonna cut that Hatsu to try to take any Tenpai they can. You're gonna
Maybe
kill him, man.
Visum is praying for an insane
Visum's
Yakuman.
praying for the half flush draw.
Maybe
I mean, if
they're
they manage
praying
to
for
draw
all those
Hatsu.
dragons.
Yeah, they're much more likely to draw Hatsu than they are Chun.
Yeah.
So they may just hold on to that because they know they need some
Mendelssohn
amount
is
of points.
cutting their tunes.
I'd say it's a reasonable fold from Mendelssohn, but
Yeah, Weiser might follow suit.
does mean
and
settling
start
for third if
dropping
they don't
them.
decide to take it. They are still like close to Tenpai, but
Yeah.
I suppose if you're not caring too much for the Cheetoy, he can still get a reasonable hand. He may just want a hand that he can win, but Taraski sumo's
Wow.
the Hatsu.
Oh my gosh! It's gonna keep
Richi
going.
Cheetoy Sumo Aka.
Let's go.
He gets to Uradora.
That's so crazy.
Taraski, man!
Oh,
Give him a
Hanuman.
chance. You don't need to win 18,000 points right now.
He's wiping the floor with them.
This is a bit. It's just kind of brutal.
This is extremely brutal. You know what? That's what I
But
like
if
to
it comes
see,
to
though.
tie breaking, this guy's definitely he's got the best first place that anybody could be asking for right now.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You may honestly look at Visum thinking with a hand like this, he's got the quick chun, he's got the
Yeah. I mean, Visum is already secured second place at this point, unless something crazy happens. They might want to just get it over with so they can keep that second place.
You could look at a hand like this. It's not like the best outlook for a Tenpai potentially, but just a quick Chundora, just end it and finish in second place. You may call that good.
Oh, maybe some pretty good draws, though. They have 2 concealed triplets.
And 2 concealed, in a sense, pairs.
Yeah.
The Sananko is not impossible, but
They didn't
they
pawn
don't
the
go
Chun.
for the quick. They don't go for the Chun Aka Ryanman Tenpai.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. Do they actually see themselves eclipsing a 49,900 point gap between him and Taraski?
Maybe they really don't want to drop that Dora 8.
Hmm.
Oh well, here comes the Ricci, but
Yeah. Like, that's also reasonable.
I wonder if they're gonna go for it. Oh, they went for
Okay.
it.
Like, Chun, it's a pretty viable discard from players. 5-pin, definitely not as likely, but you grab the Sumo, Richi Aka, Chun, Sumo,
Yeah,
Sananko.
looking pretty good. Wow,
Taraski
Taraski
gets
also
another
drops a
Ryanman
Ricci.
Tenpai immediately.
Holy moly.
5-8 man, not as many tiles left to win on it as they would prefer.
Pretty scary for Visum, who's in Ricci now and dropped that 8 already.
But I mean, they're definitely happy that they have already cut the door from their hand, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be, if you didn't take that reach and kept the 8 man and now you gotta push it against Taraski, you'd be a bit upset. But yeah, that being said, I wouldn't really expect Menshi unless they're really desperate to cut that Dora.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, which means there's 1 8-man left for Taraski, and also wouldn't expect the 5-man discard from Mendelssohn. So there's kind of only 1 5-man left for Taraski as well. Functionally, this Tenpai has 2 tiles left.
Yeah. They've been pretty lucky, though.
2 tiles left? That's about as good as Visum's, though.
Yeah.
The kind of Visum gets it!
Oh, let's go!
It's not Chun, so it may not be Hanuman. We may see the Ura indicator
Oh,
reveal
wow,
the
the
remaining
other
Chun
Chun
that they
was
couldn't have
the
drawn the entire
Uradora.
time.
Wow.
Alright then.
Yeah, they were not getting that
Visum
Chun.
gets us out of the madness, secures second place for themselves.
Mm.
Still an incredibly dominating performance by Taraski.
Yeah, that's true. Taraski can't stop
Absolutely
winning.
no quarter given. That was some phenomenal stuff, I feel.
That was really cool. That was
Very
a pretty
well played, I think.
satisfying match, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had no idea that the dealer could continue winning.
I didn't know about that either. I knew about the negative thing, but that's kind of awesome. Still so sad about that hand with Tendora, though.
Yep.
That
Oh
would've
yeah,
been
the
so
Sun Baiman.
cool.
That was rough. You know what? Maybe I could look at the logs. How was their hand looking?
Oh,
Can I see the logs here? Jamie, pull that up.
I'm
Hold on.
pulling it up.
Somebody got. Oh yeah. Of course it would be Taraski that summons it.
Do
Was
you
it this one?
remember which round that was?
Ah yes, South one. Menshi with the 6-9 man weight. Which let's see. In terms of their Tenpai, if I remove hands here. According to them, what it looked like to Menshi was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles missing. So they saw 3 winning tiles in their Tenpai.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Oh, wait, yeah.
2 of them were stuck in players' hands, which means really all that was left was, if I'm not wrong, a single 9-man. Jamie, can we pull up the single 9-man? Or rather, sorry, a single 6-man? I miscounted. It was stuck in the dead wall.
Unfortunate.
Yep, it was the 3rd Uradora indicator, if I'm reading correctly.
Dang. That was such an awesome hand, though. 2 cons
that
in a
would have been
row,
quite something.
10 Dora.
Yep.
If they would have summoed after a con, it would have been crazy.
Oh, yeah. Like, say, for instance, this person magically managed to sumo on the 9-man. 9-man was also an Ura indicator. You'd have Riichi, sumo, Dora 11.
That would be so nuts.
You almost had the Yakuman that you wanted so dearly.
I know, Yakuman by points! And then they would have gotten a special prize.
Oh yeah, they would have. Oh no, not the prize!
They didn't get their Yakuman prize! How unfortunate.
That's just tragic, but... I believe we have around about a 8-ish minute break. It started at 10 minutes, but we faffed around for a little bit.
We've
got a short amount of time.
Hello, little jongers. Hi, chatters. Yep. Hello, heckin' chatterinos.
Hello, chat room.
Do you love Mahjong?
Answer truthfully. But also say yes.
You love Mahjong, don't you? You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Smile.
Smiling. Yay! I love Mahjong so much. I'm a wholesome chat chungus. You sure are, little guy.
I love Mahjong, smile. It is a good little game.
It is. I have a Mahjong addiction.
I don't.
Yeah, you actually don't play every day.
I should, honestly.
Yeah,
I should stream it every day, if anything.
I was surprised to find out you don't play every day. Even if you don't stream it every day, jump on, dude.
Yeah, no. I keep on getting out of practice, and then I try to play ranked. I'm out of practice, and I lose games. It's bleak.
I just never stop playing ranked. I'm not a friendly head. I'm unfriendly.
Same.
Yeah.
I am honestly sometimes not that much of a friendly player. You know, honestly, it's just I need to be on like a voice call with it. If it's just a friendly where we play the game, but we're not like even chatting to each other, and then the game ends, and then we just say like, you know, well jonged or whatever, and then it's like we move on. All I had to communicate with you was emotes. Yeah, I just emoted with you for 40 minutes. Come on now.
Yeah, I never had that many friends who played Mahjong back when I started playing. It was only like in the past year I've met a lot of jongers.
Oh yeah, now we have a bunch of enemies that play Mahjong.
Yeah, all of my enemies. We gotta take them down.
No kidding. But yeah, I have not been streaming Mahjong every day. You know who should be streaming Mahjong every day?
Not me.
Chromu viewers. Chromu viewers, smile in the chat if Chromu should stream Mahjong.
Razul
ranked
keeps pressuring me to stream
every single day.
Jade Room ranked matches, but I'm not really a Mahjong streamer at the end of the day. I think I want to stream friendlies though. I think that would be fun.
The reason that you're not a Mahjong streamer is because you don't stream Mahjong, right?
Yeah,
so
I know. I
really,
play
there's
Mahjong
just one
constantly.
binary flick of a switch that we need to toggle here to dismantle your entire argument. Like, you would be a Mahjong streamer if you streamed Mahjong.
That's
It's
true.
very simple. It's straightforward.
Like...
I stream Mahjong, and I'm the happiest I've ever been for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is okay, isn't it?
Yeah, Mahjong and Family Guy. I'll pull up the little like Subway Surfers on the side for you guys.
Yep. Mahjong basically is my Subway Surfers. I gotta start doing shorts that it's just like, it's my head on the bottom of the screen, and then my Mahjong game at the top.
Yeah, I kind of just play Mahjong when it's just like, oh, I'm sitting at my desk. What am I gonna do? Better jump on Mahjong. It's like second
most of the
nature.
games that I play on stream overall are just something like keep my hands and like my frontal lobe busy, while like the back of my brain does other stuff.
It's probably not the best for my statistics, though. Oopsies.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, perhaps not. Oh,
thank you for the
how's
tier
the game
3
looking?
arena.
274
Yippee!
seconds for the next game to start. All right then.
Yippee! How many seconds?
Soon. That gives us 265-ish seconds to look at Chromu's gameplay statistics.
We don't want to do that. Let's go look at
Alright, so
something else,
she's playing
guys.
South games.
I always
Win
play
rate
South games.
24.6%, deal-in rate 17.7%.
Sounds pretty good to
Now,
me, dude. It's
usually, according to good players, such as people other than myself, you would maybe want to have your win rate to be like 10 percentage points higher than your deal-in rate just to keep that balanced, but what usually
I'm
matters is the
working on
average
it.
score when you win.
I'm working
Now,
on
granted,
it.
You're getting like 5,800 points on average when you win. Let's pull up Razul's average points when he wins.
Yeah, well, Razul reads
6,300.
books.
Ooh. Begrudgingly, and
What?
really only
It
somewhat,
says that my
honestly.
average score is 5,791.
Yeah, so 5,800-ish.
Yeah, that's not that bad. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's just
epic.
not 6,300 though, you know what I'm
Bro.
saying? Anyone in chat know what I'm saying right now? Because I'm aware of what I'm saying.
He's making fun
Oh,
of
yeah.
my numbers, but they're kind of awesome. I think my numbers
know
are
what?
epic, bro. Yeah, let's look at these Yaku achieved. I think I've got more than you, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
I be
really?
achieving these Yakus.
Okay, hold on. You want to go Yakuman for Yakuman? We got like another 200
Yeah,
seconds.
we could go band for band right
Yaku
now.
achieved. Okay, first of all, Yaku achieved in 4-player. Thank you. Let's be real
Yeah,
with
yeah,
ourselves.
I'm looking in for.
Alright, let's see. 4 Daisangens, 2 All Honors, 2 All Terminals, 613 Orphans, and 1 Soshushi. Are you kidding me?
Where are the? Let's see. I have
scroll down to the
4.
bottom and you-
Yeah, I have 4 big dragons.
Well, it's 3 big dragons, actually.
Yeah, but I've got 3 big dragons. Dude, that's like
You've got
12 big
12
dragons.
big dragons?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I can do 3
saying.
times 4. Yeah, I'm good, man.
I've
I'm
got
good.
2 all honors, 2 all terminals, 6 13
Dude,
orphans,
when did you
1
get
4
2
little
All
wins.
Terminals?
I don't know.
Is that in the silver room or something? Who's letting you punt
No,
all
that
those
was in the
terminals,
gold
man?
room. That was pretty recent, actually.
Oh, so I mean, like, close enough, though.
I
Yeah,
think
dude,
you're
I
in
have
the gold
0
room.
Yakuman, man. I got 2 Daisangen, 2 Suwanko, and 1 13-sided 13 orphans, and that's it.
Yeah, I've never had the all green or the 13 orphans, so.
Yeah, I mean, I got the all green in a friendly against Uwo, so that only partially counts.
Yeah. Oh, I had the 4 little wins paired with my all honors.
Yeah, that was how you got your double.
Yeah.
Which, that's as good as a double as any, I would say.
I think so too. I think it's kind of epic.
I think, yeah, I think it's kind of epic and poggers and everything
Yeah.
else that you say. Yeah.
That's what I'm. I don't
What
even
are
say
the other
poggers,
things that
bro.
you say?
Poggers is
You
not
just-
part of my vernacular at all.
You said it twice in the last 2 sentences.
What? Oh, I guess I did. I was
Yeah,
repeating
I mean,
you though.
yeah, I sort of boomed you right there.
I think that might be your word.
I mean, you have plenty of... The only word I have is wires, alright? Anyway, and
I
hey.
say epic. Epic for the win, like a boss.
Yep, and you say...
Awesome sauce. Oi. Okay, maybe I do. Oi.
And also you do that little cough before you, like, change your sentence. Like, if you get interrupted and you get prompted to make a sound, you
What?
go... Why?
No, I don't.
You stop yourself with a little cough sound.
You're making that up. What?
I'll clip that little sound.
I think you made that up.
I said that you say "woi," you were in the middle of the sentence, you stop the sentence, and you go "woi." You did that.
I don't think that's true.
Chat. Why as if it's true? I'm just saying.
It's not true.
The whys speak for themselves.
Every time Razul joins a Discord call, though, he goes, Did you know that? He does that.
It's called a vocal exercise, sweetie.
Yeah, just letting me know you entered the call. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, 29 seconds till the game starts.
Oh boy.
26? 25? Guys, the game is
24?
starting.
Soon enough. Are you rooting for anybody?
I wonder if
Because you
Tereski can
shouldn't
keep up
be,
their
because we're
crazy lead.
unbiased casters, Chromu.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
I'm unbiased, but I want a good show. I think we need an epic
Absolutely.
comeback from... Was it Menchi in last place?
Ooh, I kind of forget.
I think it was. And Tereski
I
had a
remember
huge
watching
lead.
Visum suffer for quite some time trying to get hands
Yeah,
to get
third
put
and
together.
fourth place were both suffering pretty hard.
Really, compared to Taraski, everybody was sort of losing.
Yeah. Ooh.
A little bit. So, I mean, it's not that I'm rooting for Taraski, but so
I'm
far
not
they've gotten
either.
the most lucky-looking hands.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can see some more crazy stuff.
Visum's starting hand is looking pretty decent.
Pretty efficient, at least.
Yeah.
Riichi Pinfu on the horizon here. Mendelssohn, closed Southwind triplet. not the finest Pinzu Honitsu in all the land that you could really speak of, but I mean,
it
it's
would
viable.
work, though.
Yeah, they're not opening for it, and they're not caring enough about Hatsu to keep the Yaku together for it.
Menchie has 2 of the Easts, and they're in the EC, so could be a...
Doubleton, Akka, they've got a closed triplet, closed sequence, takes the pawn. This is a very flexible Ishanten. Anything that connects to 5-man or 7-so, or I suppose 1-man as well. Pretty flexible, and also that 888-9 shape can be a pretty decent tenpai as well. You definitely think about that. Ooh, doesn't go for the chun, very unsurprisingly. Taraski, meanwhile, pretty decent for Taraski. Still Ryan Shanten, mind you, but the hand is slowly coming together.
Yeah, their hand could form in a few different ways. Pretty flexible.
Yep. Not bad, not bad. I mean, you're not expecting much value, but when you don't see Dora in your hand or the discard, you might expect it in a player's hand. And if you're worried about high value, maybe just going for a quick hand that can win before other people.
You gotta stop
Taraski's
the other
definitely the
guys.
hand to do it. Meanwhile, Visum, Ishanten to Tanyao Akadora. Not exactly powerful, but maybe the closest to winning besides Menchie. On the single tile weight, he managed to draw the 1-man.
Oh, wow, actually true.
Ooh, but now he gets the Ryanman upgrade. You'd surely you'd take that, yeah. 3-6-man,
of course.
Doubleton Akka. That's a pretty solid 3-han. I think anybody would take that. Very reasonable. Traski's still waiting on 4, 5, or 6 pin. 4, 5, or 6 pin for that to come together.
Yeah,
Mendelssohn not really drawing what they need. Evicting the Penchan to keep onto a 2-man. They're probably getting worried about other player tenpais at this point. I'd say that's quite shrewd.
Yeah.
Very reasonable. Yeah, he's basically taken his hand apart a little bit. But still not impossible. Mendelssohn's not completely falling. Visum, however,
pretty rough for Visum. It's gonna be hard for him to get those tiles he wants.
would be really nice to get both Akka, but chances are he's just gonna take a tenpai before anything else.
Yeah.
Ooh, Taraski.
Taraski might put down.
Looks like they're taking their hand apart a little bit, actually. Dropping the 7s from the 7-8.
True.
Keeping a 3-6 over a 2. 3-6, not the most flexible shape.
Yeah. I mean, those 3s and 6s are pretty dangerous, though. Could get Visum going places.
For sure. Speaking of the 3-6 shape, not looking too likely that Taraski would deal into Menchie's here, but Visum draws it and deals it.
Oh, yep.
That's going to be a good
Wowie
3-han to start off. Solid
You love to see
5,800.
it.
It's a great start. You're at the... Well, I suppose 30k being the winning point doesn't matter too much if you're dealer,
Yeah.
since you can just keep the game going, but... They're keeping it together. Visum gets their seat wind pair and a usable Dora as well. Going for the quicker option, Taraski's hand. 3 Dora already.
Oh, true, actually.
Closed sequence already. 2 pairs and 2 Ryanman. Mind you, already.
Yeah, this is looking kind of crazy.
Very...
There's a lot you could do with this
Very
hand.
spiced. Completes another sequence. You're probably not looking at like a 2-3-4 or 3-4-5 Sanshoku, but it's not impossible. Does have to sacrifice the Dora for it, though.
Unfortunate.
It's honestly become a bit of a clunky Ishanten for Taraski here. Looking at the 2 7-man Shanpon, in all likelihood as a Richi, you'd probably take it, given that you've got 2 Dora locked in here, but still not ideal. Oh, Menchie with another Doubleton pair. You are liking to see that.
Wait, that's really lucky.
That is quite fortunate indeed. The rest of the shapes in his hand, maybe not ideal.
Yeah, not
Does
the
get
best,
another
but...
much more usable pair here, though.
Yeah, if he is going to open up his hand to get that ton, might as well just keep it moving.
Yeah, you got the 1 4-man shape, which is Furitan for him, now that I think about it a bit more. But, you know, Furitan Ryanman, you know, you might take it. It's not the worst thing in the world out there. Taraski's hand still holding on to the Ishanten. You may be hoping earnestly for like a 4 or a 6-0. That way you can ditch the Shanpon, get another Ryanman, and fit the Dora in there.
Menchie just made
He's
a good
really
draw.
hoping something to stick to the Yaka. Ooh, true.
Yeah,
Visum.
Menchi is in Tenpai.
Menchi gets the 7-man East Wind Shanpon.
Let's go.
Very nicely drawn.
True that. Here's hoping
Maybe
they get
not
that
the most
east, not that
sumo-able
7.
tile. Yeah, those 7s. Oh, Taraski going for the 5-man cut. Not the most unreasonable fold here. His hand was looking pretty good, though, considering that... Oh, and if you're folding, you're cutting the east, right, Taraski?
Taraski.
Alright, okay.
Oh, they're holding it.
Yeah, which...
They learned
it's
from
working out
last
great
round.
for them, mind you. I was going to recommend to push, and then they would have immediately drawn the east wind and been like, haha, uh-oh. Visum trying to pull together a 6-7-8 Sanshaku with the Western Dora here. Could be great if it works out, but...
Yeah.
Is looking like some risky-looking discards to take that forward here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, Taraski's hand was looking quite nice. Mendelssohn, closed weight on 8-pin for Ricci Dora.
Wow.
That hand was worth it to Mendelssohn. Granted, Taraski wasn't even Tenpai yet, but their hand was looking so good.
Taraski is holding on to a lot of tiles that they want.
Oh, and that's the reverse Ipatsu on the Ton deal into Menchi. Oh, dearie me. It stops at 3 Han, but 7,700 is still phenomenal.
Yeah, totally. Getting all those Ricci points, too.
That is a poor outcome for Mendelssohn.
Mm-hmm.
The Zeniths are fighting, Mendelssohn's crying, it's all falling apart, Taraski has a pair of chuns.
It's over.
I believe it may be Mendelsover right now, fellas. Oh dear, Visum opening up for Toy Toy only on a good day, hoping to get an East or a Haku out of it, but... Yeah, that's a very hopeful early open.
Mm-hmm.
Especially abandoning the East when it could be around win, taking the South over that when it couldn't be. Abandoning the Haku as well. Alright then, so... Could be looking at Chanta, could be looking at, still again, Toy Toy only. You're definitely not happy to see that Haku coming around the second time.
No, that sucks for Visum.
Like, Toy Toy Haku, I'd say is reasonable. I think an open 2-on hand on a bad weight.
Right.
Like, what are you looking at, you know? It's a slow, bad Tenpai that's also cheap. That's like a cardinal sin of tiles. You're just making a bad hand.
Yeah, this isn't looking so hot for Visum.
Taraski with a great draw. Interesting cut of the 4-so over the 9-so.
Yeah, Taraski has been making some interesting cuts, but they've been defending themselves
still
well.
able to take the Tenpai here, maybe. Yep, 7-man 9-so Shanpon for Chun only.
Hmm.
Like, you would have had a similar outcome here had you kept the 4-so, mind you. You could have had, like, a closed weight on a 5-so.
Yeah.
Which, about as bad, but it's got Archer acceptance.
True.
Could have been worse. I do
epic.
not know. I do not know Visum's master plan here right now.
I don't really know either.
Hoarding
it
guest
seems
wins
like
over
they might
Yaka
be
High.
going for a half outside
Takes
hand
the
or
pawn.
whatever.
Alright, so it is the Toy Toy. It's just
Oh,
the Toy Toy
true.
only, though. Yep. I was almost thinking it could have been Chanta, but
Yeah.
no such luck either. Mendelssohn has quite the hand, though. 2 Ryanman, 2 Dora.
True,
Can't pawn the
Mendelssohn
Dora.
is kind of cooking.
Menchi with the 6-9-so Ryanman is pretty viable. Mind you, Taraski is keeping 3 of the tiles hostage. Visum keeping another 2 of the tiles hostage.
Yeah.
That's not the most winnable hand for Menchi right now.
I don't
5 of
think...
the 8 tiles are just stuck.
Yeah, Menchi's not really going to get that 9 at all.
And Mendelssohn opting to play it safe, cutting the Dora, even while 4th, even with a potentially solid, winnable 3-on hand. Opts to bow out. That is unfortunate. It may be the correct decision. This guy's probably better than me, but it's sad to see.
Yeah, sometimes I can't resist.
You definitely fold less than other people, though, from what I've seen. From my nightly spectatings of
I
your
fold
games.
when it's like extremely
Menchi Sumo.
obvious. Oh, let's go, Menchi.
Ooh. Gets the exact Tanya that they needed with the exact Uradura that they needed. 11,700. That is...
Menchi can't stop winning.
Menchie is having a Tarasky kind of round right now.
Heck yeah, East won too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
East one will continue
no matter
until
what,
morale
it's just
improves,
gonna keep
I fear.
going.
Yep. Oh, Visum. Visum may be able to do a toy that you could hang your hat on this time. Surely he's not gonna cut the Haku this time.
True.
Surely
they
not.
wouldn't do that. That would be crazy.
No. Mind you,
Mendelssohn is
they
also
evict the
holding
6,
on
7,
to
8
a lot
Sunshoku
of...
chance.
Yeah, Mendelssohn could
Oh,
also go
no.
for the Toy.
Yep, they got the 4 pairs with the Hatsu. You'd prefer the Toy when you can lock in the Hatsu.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, 12,000 points, it is still East 1. You got plenty of time, but come on, Chromu. Chitoitsu,
Yeah.
Richi, Ipatsumo, Ura 2, Hanuman. It's over. That's all you need.
I don't like those pairs. I'm not a 7 pairs kind of guy.
I don't think I would be either, honestly.
Yeah, it could be a good play, but
For
I
me
always wanna
personally,
hold for
Visum on
more.
the Pinzu Honitsu here, pretty obvious in his discard pool from like what other players would see, and draws an Aka right after his normal draw. Mendelssohn, that's the Chitoitsu green card.
Poor Visum, posting the little emotes. Unfortunate.
You know, at least they're staying locked in.
Yeah, lock the heck in.
They've got their morale.
They know
There's the
what they're
Chitoi
doing.
Tenpai, 4-man or
Ooh.
6-pin. Both poor options.
Yeah.
He's got a half Suji on the 6-pin, but takes the... Ooh, he believes in Suji Toitsu.
Wow.
I learnt that one. He's got a pair of 7s.
Toitsu.
He's got a pair of 7s. 4 is Suji to the 7s. He's gonna draw it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Aka Tanki.
Come on, hold on to that. You want that. You want that so bad.
You'd probably at least take the Dama, right? They're probably
Yeah.
just considering the Ricci. Now, to be fair, ooh, there's the
Wow.
Suji trap. Well, half Suji trap, that's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Akachi Toitsu, it's only 3 Han.
It's better
You've
than
got plenty
nothing.
of time, but I'm still looking at the 12,000 points. For me personally, if I'm getting a bunch of
Yeah.
7 pair hands and I'm already losing, I can tell the game is telling me to stop trying. Like I'm doing bad. There's the 6-pin. I warned you about the 6-pin, Mendelssohn. It was half Suji
Unfortunate.
this whole time.
Discarded a pair.
Bleak. Visum's gonna want the half flush. Which means the 5-6-mon may come out.
Yeah, I think they might come out too.
It depends on the draws. Mendelssohn, I'd say this is a pretty okay Dama 10 on the Chitoitsu.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're waiting to draw that 3-pin, Chitoi Dora 2. Gets the Dama Sumo though. Superb!
Oh wow. Let's go.
Chitoi Sumo Dora, 1.
They were being greedy for that shiny 5, but it worked out.
Sumo
And
for
that frickin'
6,400.
dealer seat.
Does just barely eke them into second place.
I mean, worth it at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Visum's got a double of their seat wind.
Ooh, no, very true. Not too much else, though. I mean, they've got the 6-7, they can get that 8-pin Dora, which Mendelssohn already has. Mendelssohn, honestly, some pretty interesting tiles from Mendelssohn. You could be looking at the
true.
Junchan. Or should I say the fully outside hand?
Yeah.
The Junchan here.
This would make a
pretty
good outside
interesting.
hand.
I do like me a nice outside hand. Gets the 9-man.
Yeah.
Junchan Sanshoku?
Let's
perchance?
go.
Junchan Sanshoku Dora Ichi? Mind you? That's a hand that you want to come back with.
Ichi.
You don't want to just come back
Yeah.
with like a high value hand. It needs to be an aesthetically pleasing one. Like Junchan Sanshoku.
Ooh, Drew.
Absolutely, right?
Well, they threw away their green dragon.
Oh dear. Well,
sad.
I mean, you don't want to go for half outside at this point,
Yeah,
right?
I guess that
Visum-
would. Yeah.
Visum may be settling for just Southwind Dora.
I think so.
Not the most exciting.
Opening
Meanwhile,
their
Menchie
hand
pushing
before
for the
they've,
open
like-
Tanya.
Yeah, Visum opening their hand before they've secured the Souths is pretty crazy.
You feel like the South, it's a guest wind. Like, you could just draw it, Just draw it.
It's
That's what I would do.
possible.
I would just draw it and
It
then
could also
cut
bite
the
them
red
in
dragon.
the butt, though.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Meanwhile, Menchie, looking forward to a fairly quick Tanya.
Yeah.
Visum is definitely happy to see his hand double in value with the Arkadora. But he is still aching at Rian Shanten at the moment.
Oh yeah,
You're really
Visum's
hoping to
got
draw
all
like
his
a 4
souths
or a
now.
6-0. That does like help things along, but he's kind of in the market for a pair right now.
Yeah, that's
hence
true.
the North, I guess. That's a more reasonable. If you do end up on the Tanki weight, North wins pretty good. Mendelssohn though, Mendelssohn cuts off the Sanshoku, takes the Ryanman pear shape. Come on, Mendelssohn. Okay, to be fair, he's already missing one of the 8-man.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, but do you really take Richidora on a closed weight?
No.
2-8-0 left by his watch.
There's no way.
That is poor. Like, I know he still wants to come back, but
Well, maybe he's like,
Oh, he's
nobody wants
emoting.
this. Nobody
He's
wants
charging
those
it up
eights.
with the
They're
emote.
gonna
He's
drop the
locked it
rest of
in.
them.
Taraski,
Maybe he's right.
1-4-7 pin Sanmanchan. 1 pin does send him to the Furuton, but 4-7 pin weight on its own is pretty solid. Visum and Mendelssohn not likely to deal into it. They're probably keeping those tiles.
Yeah.
And Menchi on the 2-pin 6-0 Shanpon. Not the most winnable hand on the table right now, by far. I'd say it's a little bit better than Mendelssohn's. A little bit. Visum gets the pair of Nords they were looking for.
Wow,
Still
Taraski's
at
weights right now. are
Shanten.
crazy.
Menchi Sumos.
Menchi Sumo!
The one on Shanpon.
Let's
Takes
go.
it out. Oh no. Menchi, you have enough points. Leave some for the rest of us, Menchi.
Nah, man, keep being greedy. End this game. Take your win.
He can't end the game. He's gonna
Yeah,
keep on
that's
repeating.
true.
Well, okay, he wasn't dealer, so I guess he did move it along still, but
Yeah.
yeah, dealers can keep going and negatives do not end it. Oh dear, oh dear. Yo,
What the
Nino
heck?
Megan raid.
Hold
Oh my
on.
lord.
Hi, Nina. I'll mute myself so you don't have to hear me scream.
Okay, fine. I'll just talk to chat while I can't hear Chromu.
Hi,
I mean, maybe she hasn't
Nino.
muted me there.
Thank you
But,
for
you know,
rating.
I'm just
Listen
still
to
here.
Rizul
Mendelssohn
commentate
abandoning
Mahjong
the
right now.
13
Nino,
orphans.
I love you. I hope you
I would
had
say
so much
pretty
fun
reasonable.
with your VR chat.
Honestly,
I
I'd
hope you're
accept it.
happy
Menchi,
and smiling and
I
shiny.
wouldn't call that abandoning 13 orphans.
love
I'd just
you.
call that,
Hi,
you know,
Raiders.
progressing towards
I'm
a good
Chromu
hand.
Chromu.
Ton, Aka,
Rizul
he's
and I
got
are
3 Ryanman.
commentating Mahjong Soul
He's got
Tournament
2
right
Ryanman in
now.
a completed sequence. He's going for the
We're
efficient
kind of
one.
locked in.
Tanaka is good enough,
Have
right?
a good day,
Is good
Nino.
enough.
Go get out of your
Durasti?
VR stuff and chill
Onitsu,
out, baby girl.
hopefully.
Hi, Ninomus.
That's
Okay,
about
I'm gonna
it.
go
He's got
pay
the
attention
Ryankan,
to
the
Mahjong
1-2
again.
Penshan. You know, there's not too much that you'd really get excited about here.
What?
Maybe the Itsu Pinfu. Throwing the Richi Apatsumo, you got your Hanuman going for you. Happy to see it.
Hi, Rizul.
Visum, though. Hi, welcome back.
Hey,
Hello, Nino. Good to see you.
she's epic. You know what else is
Yeah.
epic? Mahjong!
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, that was a
Visum
really good
Yushanten
play.
already. Visum Yushanten for potentially, getting
Wait,
the
really?
Ipeiko. Yep, 4-7 Mon Ryanman.
Oh,
Richi
wow,
Akadora on its own.
Richie.
Was maybe not the preferred draw. This guy's very low on points. You were hoping to draw 5 or 6 or Hatsu. Get yourself a Hatsu San Anko. You'd love to see it. But, unbeknownst to Visum, that is a great turnout to him because Menchi really wants that Hatsu. Menchi cut a 4-5 so Ryanman for the sake of Hatsu and Honitsu.
Yeah.
He's not getting that Hatsu. I'm afraid the Hatsu is quite inoperational.
I mean, you can still keep it as his pair, but yeah.
It works as a pair, sure, but you
Not
weren't
the
hoping for it
best.
as a pair, were you? That's not what you wanted. Like, are they gonna keep the Chun as well? They're not. That's interesting. And Taraski doesn't pawn it either. Interestinger indeed. Ija.
Yeah.
Oh. Menchi hits the Furuton Ryanman and deals into the 4-7.
Oof.
Dodges Ipeiko at least.
Menchi, no!
Oh
Okay,
no,
Ryzen.
Menchi. Only down to 47,000 points.
How could this
That's
happen?
gonna take him a while to recover.
It's so over.
He was hoping to get the cool cat icon on his win history.
Yeah.
I feel for him. Rizul, you look so dreamy today. Thank you, I know. I know.
I can't believe
Taraski!
it. You look like what did they say about you? Like Rick and Morty Joker or something?
Something like that, which I mean, like...
I think
Uberslide
I
is
like that
like
description
1 meter
better.
away from me, logistically, like on a streaming level, and I'm getting the Rick accusations? Doesn't even
Yeah.
make sense.
Okay, Pickle Rick, that's
Closed
what you're
ton from
doing.
Taraski, very nice. They got the readmin set up, but might just be, you know, Reachy ton. Still pretty good.
Yeah,
You're really looking for
mean,
something better than that to try and eclipse, like, almost 30,000 points being
Yeah.
behind Menchie like that, though.
I think it's possible, since that lead started so early. There's still a bunch of rounds to go.
There are quite
It's
a few,
possible,
absolutely.
if Menchie feeds.
Visum's drawing decently.
Yeah.
Not so bad. Mendelssohn on the quick. Southwind Akadora Tenpai, Rhiannon for 3/6 man.
True
One
that.
stuck in Menchie's hand. One stuck in Visum's hand. It's not the most impossible that somebody might cut it.
Yeah.
Menchie! Sun Menchan!
Ooh. Pretty good weights.
Not bad at all. Well, not quite Sun Menchan. It's a bit of a quirkier weight than that. But 3-sided weight, you know what I meant. And then it
Yeah.
worked. That's
Wow, epots.
it's
Oh, and actually no epots.
Not quite.
Sad.
Ricci only. It was San Menchan
Yeah.
in the sense that
They
it won.
cheated.
Because that's what San Menchans do.
Yeah, and that was like epots in the sense that they got it off the first discard.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, even if I win on a 1-tile weight, if I won, it was basically as good as the San Menchan because it won. It's how it works, Chromu.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about, guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm locked in right now.
I'm
Speaking of
locking back
locked in,
Whoa.
is Mendelssohn going
What
for the
Mendelssohn?
double ton toy toy?
Surely they are, yeah.
They could only hope, but, you know, double ton Akka, that's still reasonable. That's an easy pawn, naturally. And we'll see what they go for here. They do keep the pairs alive. Very reasonable. Very, basically just straight up smart. Keeps the 3, cuts the 9. It's a pretty alright Ryankan shape.
Yeah.
You know, gives you the Ryanman upgrade off of 2-man, gets you the Furutan Ryanman off of 8-man. It's usable.
Yeah, considering there was already a 9 discarded too, if they are going for that toy, not a terrible move.
Yeah, because meanwhile you're just mostly hoping to draw, you know, 5. You get the 5, you know exactly what you're doing, right?
Right.
The hand plays itself at that point.
Yeah.
Pawn, run. Good to go.
Visum's hand's pretty interesting.
Oh, is it now? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. Tanyao. Dora, even.
Dora.
Alright, never mind on the Dora.
Yeah. That's a weird
mistake.
cut.
I'd say it's a little strange, but maybe you're hoping for... now that 8-pin is not that usable either. I guess
I mean,
if you were
they could have
banking on
had,
using
like,
the Dora, you may have just been like, I'm only ever going to be using this Dora as a pair. And if I'm not getting a pair of it, then I'm just going to cut it.
Yeah, they could have had it as their sequence with the 6-7. Pretty weird.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mendelssohn opts to take the double ton Akka shape. Fold on the toy toy.
I mean...
I'd say it's okay.
Yeah, points are points, and they're in the dealer's seat, so...
Yep, I mean, 340 by any other name.
Can't say
Would
that I
smell as
blamed
sweet.
him. Also, Loki, hi! Thank you so much
Not
for
bad
13
at
months,
all.
gamer. Yeah.
Granted, 4-man closed weight, it's a little bit weak. One's stuck in Visum's hand, and the rest remains to be seen, actually.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Visum going for the Dama 10. It's definitely a play you could make, because you draw the 4-pin,
Yeah.
you draw the 4-pin, you get the Tanyao and the Sanshoku.
Yeah.
And they go for the Ricci. Alright, I mean, it's still Ricci Pinfu, mind you. There was a 3-Han upgrade somewhere available. They're gonna be real upset if they draw a 4-pin. Okay, never mind, they're good.
Oof.
Mendelssohn swapped to Tanya, Toy Toy, and, Toy Toy and got it immediately.
go!
I didn't even see that happen. I was looking at Visa, man.
Yeah, it worked out.
Didn't
the
get the
toy
Toy Toy,
The toy
but
toy
they did
dream.
swap to the
wait,
Shanpo.
actually true, no toy
Yeah,
toy.
it wasn't Toy Toy, but they got the Shanpon out of it. That was quick. I look at Visum's hands for 3 seconds. Mendelssohn polymorphs his entire hand into a Shanpon and gets it. He's playing faster than I can cast.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, Chromu.
Heck yeah, brother. I
Alright,
like it when people
Visum.
play fast. It's awesome.
That's why you play fast, I understand.
Gotta go
Oh, yeah.
fast.
I don't understand that reference. Taraski? Sha Honitsu? West half flush? It's okay, right? It's alright. Could go for the 3-4-5 Sanshaku, you know. Definitely looking more like a Honitsu with the 7-so draw. Once you finish the Penchar, that's the game giving you the green light.
Yeah.
Once you know the
Taraski could
bad shape
totally
is
get
done,
that.
like the worst is behind you, right?
Yeah.
Menchi though. Chun Dora 2, they're looking for a pair. Mendelssohn is emoting. He's turn 4 reaching on his
Mendelssohn
dealer
loves
turn.
doing that.
Oh yeah, closed weight on a 5-pin. That is a tall order to come together.
Menchi just
Taraski draws
drew.
even more.
Yeah, Menchi
Ooh,
just drew even more
Taraski
Dora
doesn't go
too.
for the 9-so.
Holy moly, everyone's kind of cooking right
Oh.
now.
Are you gonna take that Ricci, Taraski?
I think he's not going to, but I wonder.
I mean, you could go for like a 2-5 weight,
Yeah,
or
I
yeah,
would
they took
do
that
it.
over the taking that over the West Wind Shanpon though.
Hmm.
You know how much I
True,
love my
that is their
Shanpons.
seat wind. Unfortunate.
Yeah, like it's not Pinfu, but
Oh,
you are
look at
taking
their
the Ryanman.
draws too. Oh, it's
Ooh,
hurting
dear.
me. Ah, Taraski.
Like swap out 2 9s and a 6. Like you're looking at a pretty decent Honitsu at that point.
That could still be worth it though.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but
It's not the best either.
yeah, as you
Oh,
just
the
continue to add
draws,
more and
the
more Sozu to the
draws.
discard pools. Meanwhile, Mendelssohn, the Ricci only here is not exciting for him.
I mean, anything to keep that.
He has
dealer
managed
seat
to cut his
going.
points back.
Yeah.
Oh, the 6, 7, 8, and 2 9s?
Yup,
Like,
that's
this guy's
hurting.
hand could have been
It
so
could have been
good.
full flush. Wowie.
Menchi, though, ooh, that is a Tanya. Sorry, Chun.
Oh
it's a
yeah,
one-hand
Menchi's
Yaku.
weights are
Chun,
crazy
Dora
too.
3. And then Taraski wins.
Ah!
that's gonna do it. Excellent
Never
hand, Taraski.
lucky. Yeah, Taraski, let's go. You love to see
Man,
it.
my brain, whenever I see a one-hand Yaku, even if it's Chun or, like, Seat Wind, I just call it Tanyao in my head. It's not good.
Man, they almost
Tanyao
always
is
stop
Japanese
such
for
good
one hand.
hands too. Every time someone gets a one-hand hand, whoever they run is like cooking something crazy.
Yeah, we'll never see that Kazue Yakuman Tenpai again. Never ever again.
How could this happen?
Ooh, Menchi's building up some spicy stuff though. They're disregarding a 789 Sanshaku, but they are looking at potentially Chitoitsu Dora 3, which that's also a good mangan.
I feel like Chitoitsu would be a crazy move here.
I'm thinking that 5-man, 2-so, 4-pin, they're all pretty tough to pawn.
Yeah.
If you want this hand to work out
maybe.
at all, you may just be trying to make regular hand shapes out of it.
Honestly,
Like the
check out those
5, 5, 7,
nines and get
9,
that
shape.
Tanyo. Ladora are good enough.
The Dora are... I'm personally of the mind the Dora are pretty strong, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Chromu.
Yeah.
I'm glad we brought you on for the technical commentary.
That's right.
Yep. That is right. Mendelssohn? Tanya Waka? It could be okay. You're not really expecting a 2-3-4 Sanshaku out of the guy, but it could come together.
Taraski's
2-3-4,
building
3-4-5.
something crazy.
Oh, is you now? You're not wrong.
It's coming
That
out kind of
Ryanman.
epically.
Do you have the resolve to cut that Ryanman?
Ooh, his draws.
Look at your points right now. Look at how
He's gotta
close
do
you
it.
are.
Come on, man.
He's going for
Go
the closed
for it.
Chinitsu.
Yes.
Finally, something spicy. Visum on a 5-8-pin Ryanman. Ricci
Good
only,
thing
but
that-
it's Tenpai.
Yeah, good thing Taraski won't put those down.
Yeah, there's 5 and 8-pin gonna be very undiscarded, but Taraski
Oh,
also
wow.
going for the safe plays here. Not even willing to trust a 1-man.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like you gotta go for
Highly.
it, man.
Highly defensive play. Yeah, he's just throwing his whole hand apart. This guy had,
Taraski is a very defensive player. They don't usually feed.
from what it seems, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were watching them sweep all of that last game, but it just seemed like they're, they don't need to
Yeah.
defend when they just get a winning hand immediately.
Hmm.
You're not really excited about any of these discards,
Yeah,
but
those
really,
twos
how
and
scared should
fives
you
are
be?
pretty.
And then they pick exactly what Visa needs anyway. Oh, no.
Unfortunate. That's
Gets
such a
the
bad
Uradora,
position to be
still
in.
not...
Oh, yeah, Uradora. Better than 1 Han. 2 Han!
Yep. Still, like, so weak that Taraski would be like, I wouldn't mind dealing into this, maybe I should have just pushed.
Yeah.
Okay, their dealer, they've got a sequence with an Akka, they got 3 pairs.
Yeah, this is a nice starting hand.
That's pretty pushable. We may see a non-fold from Taraski, that'd be nice.
Visum has...
Especially going into South 2 on your dealer turn. You're hoping to bring something together, right?
Yeah, Visum's holding on to 2 Souths, and that's also their seat.
That
Seat
is
wind, Prevalent Wind.
quite decent.
Yeah.
Non-double Honitsu. Once again, a solid flush hand being gated by a 4-5 so Rhiannon that gets cut.
True that.
Much more aggressive play concerning the 4-5 so from Visum compared to Taraski, but
Yeah.
we can only hope that it works out.
I think Visum's cooking right now. South wind,
Double non, Hatsu,
breeze,
Honitsu,
yeah.
easy enough Mangan.
Yeah.
Good draw on the 1 pin as well.
Mendelssohn's hand is... It's cooking, but
It's kind
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not that many
guest
points.
wind pair, like, yeah, he's cooking, but it's like, it's an open-faced sandwich with no toppings, just butter.
he's
it's Ricci
cooking
only.
nothing.
Yeah, like, we got a couple of Rianman, like, sure, it's a perfect Ishanta
Yeah.
to 1 Han. To be fair, he's able to secure a 2nd place out of it, he wouldn't be too upset. Ooh, keeps a
Ooh.
9-man over a 9 pin. Loses that 8 pin acceptance. Just because one's gone doesn't mean the rest are gone, Visum. You could have used that.
Yeah.
It ain't the
No,
worst, but
Visum's
Taraski
good.
takes the 5-8. They finally get
Ooh.
into the 10 pie for, Tanyao Aka Rianman.
I
6
like
pin
that.
is live. They could even closed con this thing.
True.
Ice soup, exactly.
Ice soup.
That's what
That's what they're
Mendelssohn
cooking?
was cooking. I
Yummy,
hear.
my favorite.
5-8 so. Menshi doesn't need to push at 44,000 points, so they should probably keep that 5 so until the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Visa managed to draw another south window. That is very encouraging, which could be good or bad for them right now. Sometimes you get that green light tile that's like, oh yeah, push the hand now, and then it's like, oh, really should have folded like 10 discards ago.
Visum's in 10 pie for the 1-4.
And now they're not in
Ooh,
10 pie.
Karasuki! Let's go.
Like,
think
they
good for
didn't
them.
need to push. That's
Yeah,
pretty good. They get the
Menchi is not a
Uradora.
very defensive player.
Not quite. Which worked out for them while they were in first, and they still
Yeah.
are.
They got
Given the dealer repeats, though.
They got pretty
Not
cooked
gonna,
last
not gonna
round.
encourage you, no.
Yeah, they need to start being careful now.
Indeed. And I mean, that swap of points may inspire Mendelssohn a little bit. Now in striking distance of first place as well.
True.
I'm just expecting, I should be expecting more assertive play out of someone like Visum here.
Yeah, it's kind of anyone's game right now.
Absolutely. Like, mind you, Visum, I mean, Taraski, sorry, still in 2nd place and coming off of a 1st place in the last round, they don't need to necessarily go, like, first, I won the Southwind Finals completely. Dominating performance, but
Yeah, but if you can go for that, why wouldn't you?
if you can get 2 firsts
Yeah,
in
that's
the
really
3
good.
matches, you're off to a great start going into the 3rd match. You'd be happy to see it, so a quick Haku Akadora, that can easily get you 2nd. And 1st is really not that far away either.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for the quicker hand here. Keeping the red 5 pin online would be a very ideal draw.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame them for going for the quick hand.
Yeah, you know, it'll do, basically. That'll do, donkey. Mendelssohn keeping the 4 in a row shape, which I've been told I'm not allowed to refer to as a Yon Renke anymore. The 4 in a row shape.
Yon Renke.
Yeah, Yon means 4, and Renke
I know
means
that part.
in a row, I guess.
Oh, okay.
More or less. Close enough. It's getting there. Mendelssohn's hand. Ishanten.
Yeah.
That means one away from Tenpai.
I know
Tenpai!
that.
Edge weight for Aka Ipeiko Richi. Doesn't take it. Evicts the Ipeiko, tries to secure something more viable in the 3-4-4-5 shape, otherwise known as a
Yeah.
bulging sequence, otherwise known as Nakabukare. But it's a very good-looking Ishanten for him. Now that he's got the Penshan out of the equation, you don't need the Ipeiko, you'll be good. You'll be fine.
Oh, whoa, notices your bulging sequence.
You can't say that.
That's a crazy thing to call it. I've never heard that phrase before.
Yeah, I think that's in one of the Ricci books.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Sixo
read
would
that.
be a great draw for Mendelssohn. In my subject-changing voice, Sixo would be a great draw for Mendelssohn right now. Against the Sanman-chan, Richi Pinfu Aka. Would be pretty good. Would be pretty good.
Ain't nobody in Tenpai yet. Come on, gamers.
No, not quite.
Get your game on.
I mean, they're working on it.
Yeah, they're cooking.
Trotsky does actually get to it. Closed on a 5, so that's gonna be poor to hope on. Visum's got 2 of them stuck in their hand. All the 5s are stuck in players' hands right now. Menchi with the 4-man 8-pin Shanpon Tenpai.
Yeah.
Tanyao Aka. Not strong, but winnable. There's the 6-0 for Mendelssohn. The most winnable Tenpai, but Visum, everyone in Tenpai. 4-pin 5-so for Visum.
That was
5-so
fast.
Tenpais right now, though, pretty weak.
Yeah.
Tarosky. Right now, Mendelssohn doesn't actually take the Sanman-chan, goes for the 2-5 weight. That's very interesting.
Oh, everyone went from no 10 to Tenpai.
Like,
in the
mind
same
you, not
turn.
Furutin for them, but they weren't willing to risk the 4-so cut.
Yeah.
Downgrading from Sanman-chan to Ryanman because you don't want to risk a 4-so, I'd say it's... If it's smart, then it's smart, but... Sumoing a 4-pin trumps all, I feel.
True that. Tanyo!
Splendid!
You love to see it. That's crazy.
4th place continuing to be secured by Visum here.
Unbelievable.
And what comes for them as the reward after 1 Han? They've got very reasonable path to a Sanshaku here. 1, 2, 3 Sanshaku, Hatsu thrown in. That's
true,
like 2 to 3
actually.
Han. 2 to 3 Han could actually get them into 2nd place if they manage to get a solid 3 Han 40.
Yeah, I think they should go for it. They're going for it. Let's go.
Well, now that they're opening for it, that Sanshaku is going to be 1 Han, so where's the 3rd Han coming from, I ask? They're not fitting in the 8-man Dora here. Akadora also tougher to use.
I think they're just gonna get the Sanshoku and the Green Dragon, honestly.
Yep, settling for the 2 Han. It's not unreasonable, but definitely a little underwhelming. Tarosky here, 3 pairs. Not the most viable shot at Pinfu, but a lot of the numbers are getting put together, at least.
Yeah. Those numbers are kind of hard to work with.
Little bit clunky across the board. 2 Ryanman is nice, but still a few Shanten left to get through, mind you.
Cooking.
They're getting there. Not exactly ice soup, but something's in the kitchen.
Flavored water.
Bread sandwich, 2 slices of toast,
Yummy.
slice of bread in the middle. Hatsu draw for Mendelssohn. Gives Mendelssohn the path to a quick hand, which is much more viable for him right now. Only needs a sliver of points to outscore Tarosky right now.
Yeah. They're both holding on to those Green Dragons. That might kind of suck for Visum if they don't end up getting their Sanshoku.
Yeah, that's kind of sucky for both of them, honestly. Mendelssohn, if
Yeah.
you knew that you couldn't pawn that Hatsu, you're not looking at this hand too favorably.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't open up his hand at all.
Menchi, depending on the West Wind to bring something together for him, doesn't need the 7-so apparently.
Yeah.
Has a whole 1, 2, 3 in his discard pool. Guess he
You
doesn't
love
need
to
the
see
Sanshoku.
that.
Meanwhile, Visum does get a red 5 and then immediately discards the red 5 and gets a Hatsu a Tosuke. Oh, sorry, no, it is. Sorry, my mistake. That is still Sanshoku.
Oh yeah, it is. Let's go.
But
They need
still
those
may have
4s,
to
though.
settle now for a win on 4-man.
Yeah.
Hatsu probably not coming out of Mendelssohn, so
I doubt
if he
they're gonna
does
drop
win,
that.
probably just 1 Han. Meanwhile, Menchi, though. gets the Shanpon Tenpai. Haku Dora 2, that was a very
Yeah, that's good.
sudden and great Dora draw from him. Was not expecting that. Yeah, it's quite nice.
Mendelssohn's holding on to those 8 so's though, and one of the 8-mon.
Yeah, those are
Looking
pretty
kind of
stuck
rough
in
to
there.
get
So,
that tile. They've got
so
one
there
left.
is one unaccounted for 8-mon that we're looking for.
Yeah.
2-mon's not a problem. 4-mon gets kept by Taraski. Ooh, and there's the 7 for Mendelssohn. He finishes that Dora Pencha, and that is doing him some favors. But he is still not close to a Tenpai other than 7 pairs right now.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if he gets to the 7 pairs Tenpai, he's probably still keeping the Dora.
For sure.
Which means Menshi's hand continues to be unlikely to complete. We do not know where that other Dora is. Ooh, there's the Tenpai for Mendelssohn. 7-mon or 8-mon. You're definitely not risking the Dora. Alright. Menshi gets an Akadora upgrade, but 8-mon is currently a death trap from any player, and it's not gonna go anywhere.
Tenpai. No Tenpai for Taraski. Sad.
You get some point regression at least. Have you been stuck on Taraski's POV the whole time, by the way? Have you been
No,
switching POVs?
I'm looking at Menchi now. I've been switching.
You're not bending your head around?
No, I stopped doing that.
I'm just looking out for your viewers next, you know?
I like looking at some of them upside down, though.
Yeah, is that fun and whimsical?
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. 5-so Dora, double Dora for Vizum Zaka over there.
True.
Has the 4 pairs already set up. Interesting. We'll have to see how it develops. Mendelssohn, not exactly guaranteed 789 Sanshaku, but 789 Sanshaku along with Junchan could be thrown in. You could slide this to Junchan. You need to draw a terminal pair, of course, but they don't have any 4, 5s, or 6s. That's a start. Oh yeah. It's doable.
They're definitely
meanwhile,
going for that Sanshoku.
Menshi with the already completed closed Ipeiko here.
True, actually.
Shanten gets the Tenpai. This is Itsu Ipeiko.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
Richi Itsu Ipeiko. It's an edge weight, but 4 Han for an edge weight, I'd say that's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Especially because if Mendelssohn is the 6-pin draw sets up the Suji trap.
True.
3-pin may... Does Mendelssohn have it in them?
I don't know.
If their most likely Tenpai is going to involve cutting that 3-pin, I feel.
Yeah, unless they go for like an outside hand.
True.
Well, I guess they would still have to cut one of them.
They need to get the 9-mon. If they get the 9-mon, they can go for the 5-mon 3-pin Shanpon, or they're going to take the 1-pin 4-pin Ryanman. More likely, there's more tiles to win off of, and it can, well, not get you Jumshan, but it's still a good Ryanman. 3-pin could get cut by Mendelssohn if he's not too careful.
Yeah. Seems pretty likely, honestly.
Doesn't go for the pawn on the 5-mon, though. That would have been an Atosuke Tenpai for Mendelssohn, yeah. And they would have cut the 2-pin and been safe from the downright painful-looking Richi from Menshi right now.
Vizum's hand is looking so shiny.
Oh, you're right there.
How many
5 Dora? Menshi gets the 3-pin from Mendelssohn. Oh, no.
Ooh.
They weren't willing to risk the 7-so. They trust the Suji, and they're getting an extra Urodura on top for their trouble. It doesn't change the value, but twists the knife just a bit. Mendelssohn heading into 4th in South 4. You're not happy to see it.
So unfortunate. At least
he's anxious.
I
would be too. They've got the repeats, and I mean, they've got egg in their tiles right now.
Oh, someone's asking what the cutoff here is. Top 2 advance? No, it's a series of 3 matches.
It's a best of 3, and I believe top 1 advances
Top 1
to the
will
grand
advance
finals.
to the grand finals. Yeah, every week there's 4 players who won the weekly matches. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's going to be the
West
winner
Wind out of this
next week
will go to the grand finals. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's West Wind next week, and then
West
you and I are
Wind
going to
is
be
this
casting the
weekend,
North Wind.
actually. Yeah, this Sunday will be the West Wind, and then next Sunday we will be casting the North Wind together, and that'll be the last match before the grand finals.
Yep, and then you guys aren't gonna see us anymore.
Yeah,
Oh
we'll
no.
never play Mahjong again. Just
Yep.
kidding.
Smile. It's been fun having you here, though, chat. It's been
Yeah,
good. I like
it's
these
freaking
games.
epic.
Mahjong
True that, we're locked in.
Tanoshi desu.
Tanoshi! Epic desu!
Mahjong Tanoshi.
Mahjong
ne.
epic desu.
That's not okay. Anyway, Visum, it's okay. It's 4 pairs. You're
What are
probably
we
not
cooking?
pawning it, but Chitoitsu Aka on the
Dang.
Visum.
Mendelssohn
good.
is playing hard and fast because they kind of got to.
They're definitely on the ropes right now. Menchi with the Seatwind Roundwind double Dora pair. He's already at 41,000 points. He didn't need this. This was unnecessary. And he's already E-Shanten for it as well. Visum is... Okay,
True,
there is one
actually.
thing
Holy
that could
crap.
hold Menchi back. What holds Menchi back here is that they want that South Wind. Visum probably needs to discard it. But Visum was kind of, before they cut pairs, looking at Chitoitsu. And so they could have
Yeah,
kept the
they would
South,
also.
but now it might come out.
Ooh, that's gonna be
They're
so
getting
good
there.
for Menchi if they get it.
Yeah, because I mean, Visum needs points as well. They may also just hold on to the South out of the desperate need for it. Khan from Mendelssohn. I guess they do need points, but Menchi and Visum get the door out of it. 6 so very hot right now. Oh, Taraski gets another Arkadora. Taraski takes the Dama 10. Pinfu Aka 2, pretty solid.
Yeah, I would definitely secure them this spot in second
Yep,
place.
like it gets you second. It gets you second and an 18,000 points distance between you and Menchi. That is tough to eclipse.
Yeah.
Like, you would need a Hanuman run on them. They're gonna take the Dama. Visum gets cut down in his prime.
Ugh.
Oh, it's sad. Oh, it's
Unfortunate
bleak.
for Visum.
Classic 3900. Knocks Visum right down to 4, so Mendelssohn does manage to
Yeah,
survive in third.
Pretty good for Mendelssohn. He's scraping by.
Alright, man. Wow.
I think was Menchi in fourth place last round.
I'm looking at... Yeah, Menchi was 4th last at 4,300 and then
Menchi's-
swings it back to first place with 41,000.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a guy that knows how to calculate UMA or anything like that, right?
I don't
so I'm
even
not
know
the
what
kind
UMA
of guy to
is.
ask where it's like... That's like, you know, the scoring difference
I
between
know
players.
about,
like, more importantly than
I
first,
see.
second, third, fourth. Like, more specifically, rather.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when it comes to calculating who could be the winner overall here, you're definitely looking at Taraski with a first and a second place.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty hard to
Overall?
beat.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing who could be the person to eclipse in this point, because
Maybe if
Visum has a
Menchi
second
pulls
and a
out
fourth.
another first place.
Yeah, because Menchi with a first and a fourth.
Yeah.
As somebody who would only be able to estimate here, maybe there's a reality where Taraski goes super duper hardcore fourth, and Menchi gets super duper hardcore first.
Right.
And then it gets calculated against them, right?
Yeah, it looks like Mendelssohn was third place both times, so
Yeah, it's not looking
not the best. And Visum has
good
a
for
second and a
Mendelssohn.
fourth,
I would
which is
not.
also
I can't
not
calculate a
the
reality
best.
where Mendelssohn gets first overall with 2/3. That's looking tough.
Yeah.
And it's not that I can't calculate things despite being good at calculation. Let me be clear. I can't calculate things because I'm bad at maths.
Someone said the UMA has already calculated the green and red numbers there. Where's those green and red numbers?
You see those at the end of the matches?
Oh,
And then what isn't already calculated. I mean, maybe it's up here in ranking.
let me see. I'm
I guess
skipping
technically
through the
highest.
logs.
Oh, that's a little bit complicated because it's got all the other players' matches here put together. Yeah, Mendelssohn with the 30 matches, Taraski with the 7. Taraski did not need to play that many matches to get into the top 4 players overall, huh?
Yeah, I don't think they did.
But yeah, since these numbers are accounting for also the matches before the finals, that doesn't help me too much. What I could do is go to the end of each of the last 2 matches and put it together there.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm gonna pretend that I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, guys, what are you talking about? I'm just saying, it's looking pretty good for Taraski. That's what I'm saying.
You can only hope, right?
Yeah, unless they flub up, like, really and perform really poorly in round 3, I think that they have a pretty good shot of making it to the grand finals.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you remember who got first place in the Eastwind finals?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was announced.
No, I'm not sure if it was either. We could always go peep on whoever broadcasted it stream, but...
Yeah, that would have been Lovely Momo, I believe.
Yeah.
She did a good job, by the way.
Shoutouts
to all the fellow casters.
Do not watch our streams! Get out! Please!
Yeah, speaking of, okay,
Guys,
there's currently not a game to be seen, but...
Yes, but don't be in our Twitch chats. You can wait. You can wait. Wait until the rounds are all over. We don't want another freaking incident. I got
Twitch chat third-party software that says whenever a user joins and I see users joined, username, this is Menchie. Get out!
Menchie, don't do that. That's literally what happened.
No, you're waiting for a game right now, so you haven't actually done anything wrong yet.
Yeah,
you're on a time limit, buddy.
Please. Please, just don't even risk it.
Everybody else in chat can stay, and you better.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you can stay, but nobody who's in the frickin' tournament.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Maybe I can see. Lovely Momo. Who won overall there?
Oh yeah, we also got the clear to show this tweet to people about the situation from the last match. So while we're on the topic of someone... Yeah, I'm linking it. While we're on the topic of a player being in our chat during the matches, here you go. This is the tweet about it.
Yeah. Just for people who were like...
Yeah,
asking for the tea to be spilled. We're not spilling it, but we'll send you the address of the cafe where you can have the tea poured for yourself.
Exactly.
And then you can spill it there. This metaphor went off the rails, but
on Sunday during the South Wind matches originally, I was under the impression it was a technical error, like behind the scenes something, but it wasn't. Read the tweet and you'll find it all out. It will be revealed to you.
Okay, well, I'm seeing that the last player to win the last match in Lovely Momo's East Wind tournament, that was Ramsius.
Winning the last match doesn't mean they came out on top, though,
Not necessarily, no, but...
Yeah.
It's a good sign. It's a good start.
True.
You can only hope that they won some other ones. Oh, Ramsius got first and second, so it's a good chance it was them.
Yeah, that's in a pretty
I'm
similar
seeing the outcome of the first game as well. Let's see here. Okay, Ramsius got first, second, and first. It's probably Ramsius.
They pretty much cleared it. Holy moly.
Yeah, this guy, the Joseph main over here. Representing easily one of the best voice acting jobs in all of Mahjong. So.
Oh yeah, Joseph is so funny. Is he the one that goes, run?
Yeah, that's the guy who, in lore, speaks English.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Voice actor really, they delivered. They stood on business. I respect it.
True that.
Alright, next game, queuing up in 230 seconds.
Epic. Epic for the win.
So we got a little bit of time to... Okay, I have no drinks on hand, actually.
You want to go grab a beverage?
I've got like 200 milliliters left
water.
of this one fast food drink that I got.
Yeah, a fast food drink? Like a soda? You drinking a soda,
Some
buddy?
kind of soda, yeah. It's definitely not water. It's certainly something more illustrious than lemonade. That's literally all I can tell you.
What do you...
What?
Oh, so it's like a lemon-flavored soda. Perhaps like a lemon-lime soda.
Okay, listen, do you know how many sodas are lemon-flavored?
Yeah.
You ever had Coke before? It's literally just, black lemonade.
Yeah, bro knows exactly how many milliliters of soda he's got in his cup.
Yeah, I've got the sacred vision. I was a bartender. I know what 30 mils looks like.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that Resolor.
Yeah,
I
tended the odd bar here and there.
I can't really imagine that. Yeah, did you make good small talk with the bar people?
The bar people? Do you mean the people,
the good citizens
the
of
patrons?
The bar? Yeah.
The patrons or the co-workers?
You're drinking squirt soda?
Unfortunately, I was not able to converse with the patrons too much because I was doing bartending at a race course, which meant
Whoa,
we had
that's
like
cool.
hundreds of patrons coming in, and we would
Oh,
just like
I
have
see.
our
So it
bar,
wasn't like a
and
bar. It was one of those like establishment bars.
pretty much yeah, like there wasn't like seats at the bar
Yeah,
that you
it's
could
not
sit
like
at.
a
You were in a
pub.
queue. Yeah, you rocked up to the bar, ordered your drinks, we made them, and then you left to go watch the
Yeah.
horse races.
Like those types of bars they have at concerts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I just, sometimes I was on the till, mostly I was on the cocktails, and they would just like look at my name tag, read my name aloud to my face,
Could you say that
hoping
again?
that it would be like more
What
friendly
kind of
to me.
drink you were making?
Cocktails?
Yeah.
What's funny, Chromu?
Nothing.
Oh,
You just
then
sounded
why are
funny
you
when you
laughing? Are
said
you
that.
under
It
some
was
kind of
awesome.
form of... Okay, I see.
No,
Alright.
I'm proud of you. You're a really good bartender.
You're just a
Barkeep,
serial
another
laugher. You
cocktail,
laugh regardless
please.
of things. Okay, I know like how bartenders can get in their own heads about it. I just called myself a bartender, but my job description was
Barkeep.
corporate mixologist.
Oh, mixologist is such a cool word, though.
Oh yeah, like it is cool, but I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh yeah, I do corporate mixology.
Why not?
There's
You're
only
so
one way that
whimsical.
conversation goes.
You're
Everybody
literally
says,
whimsical,
you mean
though.
bartender? Like, it was literally true, but also, if you ever bring that up in casual conversation, people are just gonna be like, just call it a bartender, sweetie, alright?
Barkeep. Yeah,
Exactly.
mix me another drink, mixologist.
It was a pretty cool title. But yeah,
That's
I couldn't
funny.
really do like regular bartending because that's the kind where you've got like the whole rack of drinks behind you and people just
Yeah.
expect you to be like, barkeep, get me a Manhattan, get
What
me a
was your
whiskey
favorite
sour, get me
drink
an
to
old
make?
fashioned.
Did you have a favorite?
I mean, my favorite drink to drink is a grasshopper. That's creme de menthe, creme de cacao, and cream. It's just like a peppermint milkshake
love
that gets you drunk.
cream.
It's real good.
That sounds pretty yummy. I've never had it. It sounds
It's
good,
good.
though.
It's just minty, milky alcohol. All of my favorite
Milky,
cocktails are basically
though.
just milkshakes that get you drunk.
That's crazy.
That's the good stuff, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chucky milk. Waiter, more Chucky milk, please. Matt's starting.
I mean, sometimes.
It's
You ever
starting.
had a Toblerone cocktail?
No,
Oh my
I
god, it's
haven't.
starting!
Guys, Mahjong is starting!
It's Mahjong time! Stop thinking about beverages!
Mahjong
Traski's
time.
hand is generic. It's got
Ooh,
like a 1, 2, 3
Mendelssohn's
in it. That's
starting
like about it.
hand.
Ooh, that's a lot better. Closed triplet, closed sequence, para norths.
What's Taraski cooking?
Not much, for certain.
8 terminals and honors at the beginning. Not
yeah.
9.
You hate that halfway point. You
I
can't go
hate
for the
that.
nuts. You can't grab the Ackerman dream at all. Honestly, like, even Menchie, they've got the Dora, they've got the 4 pairs, but until I see them draw another Dora, that's not gonna be the big Chitoitsu. That ain't gonna be it, King, I fear. Oh, Mendelssohn grabs a Rhiannon, so... You know, it's an alright path to, like, just Rhiannon Shanten, Ricci only. As dealer, it's something.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not the
It's
best.
fine, you know, I'm not gonna hate on it or anything.
Everyone else to cook in better hands, I think.
Yeah, Menchie's getting closer, although taking some interesting discard paths. Cutting a Penchant pair, maybe be able to get the Pinfu Dora online here, but... Can't make a 7-8-9
Yeah.
sequence anymore, which is pretty good for Pinfu, mind you. Traski's draws have definitely improved. They're also sitting on 4 pairs right now. But also several Rhiannon. They could just be picking up the easy Tanya Waka.
I wonder. I can't really see any clear direction for most of these hands.
Ooh. Mendelssohn. Farming
Oh.
hype moments and aura. Dealer
Come on,
closed card
Mendelssohn.
into Ricci with the emote. He's just telling you to fold at that point. Closed card Rhiannon. They don't know that his
sir.
hand is worth almost nothing.
Yeah, and
They're
two
not
of
aware
the
that it's
8s
Ricci
and
only.
2 of the 5s are already sitting in people's hands.
Red ones as well. And Taraski
Yeah.
probably keeping both. Menchie probably keeping both of
That's
theirs
what
as well.
I'm
So,
saying.
but you know, when you're looking at your Tenpais in your own games, you see that it says 8 left.
Yeah.
Sumo, you know, he can
Oh,
still
wow!
do it.
Okay, Mendelssohn.
Oh, and
Good to
they
see
do
him.
hit some kind of Mangan. That's gotta be Uradora, but how much? It's 5. It's 5 Uradora.
Holy!
I mean, we
That's
said that
extremely
Mendelssohn.
lucky.
We said that Mendelssohn with 2 third places is going to be in
they
a
need
real
to have
tough
a
spot
crazy
to win
big
overall.
lead.
They need to I can't calculate Uma, but they might need to get like first place with like 90,000 points or something if they really want to bring it home.
Can we see
This
a
is a start.
Yakuman, please? Please,
Any
please,
second
please.
turn. Any second now. Visum got the 2 Dora, but Onso's tough to use. Getting some okay draws, but It's a tough call cutting those Yakuhai over terminals when you just want to get the Dora to work out for yourself.
Yeah.
I guess Haku was already pretty dead, but even then. Even then. Tarasky has a pretty flexible hand right now. Interestingly,
do,
cuts
actually.
the contract from the inside out.
Yeah, they're
I guess you just
super
have the whole
close to
thing in that.
Tenpai as well. But the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 could be.
Yeah, the Sanshaku Dora for Tarasky,
Yeah.
that's one good way to use a Dora. But still, he's got a ways to go. That Penchant is not speeding him up, mind you, at all. Menchi, closed triplet, Penchant pair, closed sequence. Who gets the 3 triple 4? I forget the name of that shape. Is that Antotsu?
I don't know those words.
Teach me the Japanese words, Chromu. You promised you'd teach me all the Japanese terminology before we started today.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Chromu
What Yaku
des.
is that?
That's not a Yaku, bro.
Oh, I see. Ryan Mataki, that's the one. That's the ticket.
Why didn't you know that?
Visum gets another Dora. Suddenly the Dora are a lot more usable for Visum.
True. Visum's
Very nice looking out
cooking.
here. Tarasky gets the Tonki weight on the 2-pin
That's
for reaching
crazy.
Dora only.
That's a very interesting Richi to go for. What the heck?
Ichi Doraichi, huh?
Why did they do that? Richi Doraichi. It's like
The
those
one.
like AI generated vegetables that speak Italian. Cocofanto elefanto. Richi
What are you
Doraichi.
talking about?
You just wouldn't get it.
I would not. No, actually.
I'll
Visum
send it
is
to
not
ya.
going to open con that 8-pin. That's what I expected. 5-pin cuts do make 2-pin Suji for Tarasky, but it's still 2 Han Tanki, not the most winnable. And not the most worth winning either. Ooh, Visum's hand. I mean, they are pulling together some usable tiles.
Yeah, this could be.
Can you imagine Visum drawing his own 2-pin right now?
Ooh, that
Tarasky
would be
will
so
not be
epic.
able to win anymore, and he gets another closed triplet. Ishanten to Suwanko. Chromu?
Hi.
Oh, Menchi gets the 2-pin and cuts the 2-pin.
Oof.
Bad
Sorry,
start for Menchi. At 4-man Tuso Shanpon, not worth it, I fear. 2,600 points, also middlingly worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it gets that second place for Tarasky. Ooh, what is Mendelssohn working with right here? Another 8 of them. What the heck? 8 terminals and honors
Pretty
again.
good. Pretty good hands from Visum, though. 3-4-5 Sanshaku, pretty viable. Pretty viable.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's a decent enough. Like, you can get the 3-4-5 Sanshaku. You can just look at it as what it is, which is a decent round Shanten.
Yeah.
Mendelssohn may be looking into Northwind Dora 2. 5-6 is a pretty good Rihanna. They do need to just... If Mendelssohn wants to somehow win overall, they need to keep getting maybe better hands than even this.
Yeah, for sure.
Haku is a kinda nice draw. You can't pawn it anymore, but
2
if
of
you want to
them are
lock in
already
the half...
gone. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Honitsu viable pair. We can call it that.
Yeah, he would be discarding a Dora either way if he goes for a
That as
Honitsu,
well.
though. Kinda
Yeah,
sucks.
I mean, although if he manages to get it to a closed Honitsu, that is 3 Han, not 2. So that's
yeah.
kinda compensates. Menchi right now, looking at maybe just the Tanya. Not too incredible. I mean, if they draw the 3-so, it's a Richi only Shanpon.
Tanyos are your friend.
Tanyaos
are
are
nice.
pretty decent.
They're reliable.
Exactly. So, yeah, you may not want to take that Tenpai.
Yeah.
You could get the red 5 so, but still a little bit poor. Tarasky, though, getting close to the Peiko. Visum getting really close to Tenpai because they have it.
Heck yeah. Ooh.
Ricci, Pinfu, Tanyao, Aka with a Peiko on the 8-pin.
Menchi just drew that 8 and is holding on to it.
That suddenly the hand just completely came together. It was in shambles just previously.
Yeah.
Very good looking shape. Can they get the 8-pin though? Menchi has
Menchi
2 of
just
them.
drew 2 of
Menchi's
them.
keeping them.
It's pretty fortunate for Menchi.
Yep. Oh, and the 8 so. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's a lot of pairs and closed triplets.
Yeah, what are we seeing?
They're breaking
right
a group
here?
for it. Menchi wants more than just Tanyao, it seems. But, ooh, it's tough. It's a slow road. There's 1 5 left, 1 8 left, because one's going to be stuck in
the 8
Visum's
mana
hand.
gone as well. That
8
has to
mana
be the
dead.
pair.
8 so is going to probably stay in Tarasky's as well. But the Tanya Sananko, just the regular Yumeipon. Okay, yep. Tanya Toy Toy.
Okay.
Tanya Toy Toy, it's doable.
I like Toy Toy. Toy Toy.
Because
Toy
really
Toy is
the
my
only
favorite.
way... It's a
Yeah?
good Yaku. The only way that this guy is winning it, though, is also... He almost has to get the red 5 so as well. There's not as many tiles left to win with it to begin with.
Yeah.
He kind of has to have it a red 5. Is it greedy if it's mandatory? Mendelssohn playing decently safely. Not enough tiles left to really win with. Tarasky takes the Dama turn.
Ooh, true actually.
Just settling for the no 10 payments.
I don't think
probably
they're
not gonna
get
go
that
for the
6
calm.
at all.
No, not quite. 2-pin not gonna do much. 7-pin. Tarasky's Dama turn.
Oh wow! Under
for,
a freaking river.
mind you, Hote only.
Yep. Wow, that's crazy.
Absolutely incredible hand. Superb. Even Mendelssohn is proud.
I mean, it gets the job done.
So it would seem.
Also, someone asked if we're playing. No, we're commentating an official Mahjong Soul tournament right now.
I am Mendelssohn.
Yeah, and I'm Tarasky.
Yep. I love Bonded Ichihime.
Yeah,
That's
and
me.
I like the dragon lolly. She's epic.
Yep. Food Dragon? I forget her name, unfortunately. She's got good emotes, though,
I think
and that's
it's
what
like-
counts.
Ling, maybe?
Lee?
I'm not sure.
I don't want to keep guessing in case I say something more than innocuous. Either
Yeah.
way,
She's
Tarasky,
cute though.
that's the name of them, isn't going for the Itsu, which is pretty fair when you get the Dora Kansha. Either way, good shot. Tanya, Pinfu, Ricci. Probably not 6, 7, 8 Sanshaku, but there's the chance though.
Mendelssohn making some nice draws.
Yeah, Ishanten. Not a likely Pinfu right now, except for that. That's gonna change it.
Nani?
Oh yeah. 2 5-man and 4 7 so. Ricci Pinfu Dora. It's not a great start, but
Oh, true,
we
actually.
can only
Vising.
guess exactly how much Mendelssohn needs to win by in order to secure first overall here.
I don't know. It seems like not super likely that they would be able to get the overall first.
Yeah, especially with just Ricci Dora. The Ryanman's nice, but you're gonna need some kind of Ipatsu Urasan to
Yeah.
start making a big lead between you and Tarasky. Because Tarasky, mind you, what we remembered was that Menshi needs to win by a lot, and Tarasky needs to lose by a lot. Because that's what Menshi has already done, which is lose by a lot and win by a lot.
Yeah,
So we
that's
just need
true.
something to break the tie between those two, which is going to require Tarasky to do a lot worse than he currently is. East 3, 24,000. He could honestly just hold on to this. He may even be able to settle for something like third, given
Yeah.
his standings in the previous games.
Karasuke is a pretty
Which-
safe player.
Which is why I'm kind of hoping that he's not thinking about what he really needs to place to get first overall, because he doesn't need any more reasons to fold. I need these guys to keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing.
Tarasky, you need a Yakuman to get
Come
first
on,
overall.
guys,
I am
you need it.
manifesting this
Please, Yakuman, please.
any second now. Oh, that's a good draw. Cuts the 5, though. Alright, so, yep, Taraski playing safe as always. Pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
They would be dealing in on the Forso if they push this hand, so...
A freaking Yakuman would be so iconic.
It would be fairly memorable, I feel. You're just still thinking about that Dora 10
I know.
closed con double, aren't you?
We were so close.
That was pretty good. Oh, and Menchi gets the sumo.
Menchi Sumo.
Riichi Sumo Dora Ura 1.
Pretty nice.
That's a good enough 4-Han 30.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to get a good point lead, it is a start. More importantly, Taraski's paying half of it.
Yeah.
So that does push them a bit lower than other players, and if you're hoping for Taraski to lose hard to get ahead, then that's all you can do.
That's totally
It's
something
hard to
they're
say,
probably keeping
really.
in mind.
It's hard to say really what Visum or Mendelssohn's endgames are here. Visum has an immediate Tenpai and doesn't take it. I would say good call overall.
Actually true, yeah.
You're halfway through the game. You need a lot more than, like, a Ricci-only closed weight.
Yeah. Discarding the tunes so early is kind of crazy. But I guess if they want that Tanya.
Yeah, and you're keeping the second chun for later safety. I'd say it's pretty alright. Mendelssohn going with a quick hand here. Roundwind on the east. Dora. Oh, and there's the Tanya Dora 2 Ricci for Visum. That's what you were waiting for. Didn't wait for even further. They could have grabbed the Tuso as well for
They totally
Sound
could have kept waiting for maybe a better weight in the...
Yeah, because I mean, from his perspective, the chances of Sumo is the same chance as drawing the Tuso, and that's a 2-Han upgrade. You are looking for some pretty big swings in point value.
I think
Meanwhile, Mendelssohn looks to be taking safe plays, while still moving their hand a little bit more forward. Tough to say what Visum's endgame is here, though.
I don't know.
Like, both them and Mendelssohn?
Maybe at this point, just get out of 4th place would probably be the goal.
Yeah. Like, there's a part in tournaments that makes you feel like, okay, if I don't get, like, 1st or 2nd every game, I'm probably not making it through the next round. Like, maybe even almost definitely not making it through the next round. And, okay, I've gotten 3rd or 4th in the first 2 rounds. It's kind of a little bit over for me, it feels like.
Maybe,
So what do you do in the games that you still have to play left over, you know? Maybe you're just trying to have fun. You're trying to, like, make some memories, right?
True.
You're just trying to bring it home for the real ones.
Man, Taraski drew 3 of those 3 pins. Kind of doomed for Visum.
Not looking good. 2 4-pin closed weight for Menchi in their hand as well. Menchi may also be pushing. We may have 2 different 2 4-pins that are dead on arrival. I really want Taraski to just close Khan a 3-pin right now.
That would be really funny.
Twist the knife.
It would be unfortunate, but it would be so funny.
Yep. Taraski still playing safe. I don't expect them to cut a 3-pin, although it is Suji. The final 3-pin remaining gets the sumo for Visum.
Visum freaking prayed and got what they wanted.
Ricci
Let's go.
Tanya Sumo. Dora 2 Ura 1 Hanuman.
Wow.
That's a big swing.
Let's go.
That may be a difference-making swing.
Yeah, I'm thinking
with a hand
this
like
could
what he's
be.
got right now. He's cheering for it. He's happy.
Yeah, it's only South 1, too.
Oh, yeah. Menchi's coming out swinging, though. Round wind gets an immediate 9-man pawn, but the closed Haku draw for Visum is very nice.
Yeah, they both have pretty fast hands.
Taraski traded their 3 closed 3-pins over to Mendelssohn, it seems.
Oh, wow, Mendelssohn's hand is also kind of... Could be a toy if they want.
Kind of interesting. Oh, yeah. Closed triplet, 3 pairs. Just keep drawing pairs. Get Chromu Hoyakuman.
Come on, come on!
Please, do it for Chromu.
Please!
Ooh, good Kanchan fill from Visum. 3-4-5 Sanshoku, not the most doable, but... You know, there's no local Yaku in this tournament, but they are quite close to Umensai, and that's important to note. Umensai is, you've got 5 shapes. One is Manzu, Pinzu, Sozu, and a wind and a dragon. It's like one of each thing.
Oh, I see.
It's worth 2 Han, and it's cool.
Local Yaku
but anyway.
are dumb.
I like them, personally. They're fun.
Uh-huh.
Mendelssohn.
Oh, Mendelssohn's
Emoting
posting that
again.
emo. I think they're about to
They
reach it,
got
probably.
Are they gonna go for the Dora Tanki Chi Toitsu dealer turn?
Oh, let's go. Come on, Mendelssohn.
Show me the Ipatsu. Show me the Uratu. Show me the dealer Baimon. Mendelssohn needs that. Mendelssohn needs to get to like 90,000 points. There's no Ipatsu! Mendelssohn! Come on, man!
How unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. Menshi gets the Toy Toy Tenpai. For round wind or 7-mon. There is a round wind in Taraski's hand. Might not be cut, but they get the sumo right away.
Wow. No round win, but Toy Toy. Yay!
Unfortunate, yep. That's kind of like the Yakuman that you wanted, right?
Yeah.
You wanted like either a Yakuman or a Toy Toy. Yeah, it's close.
I love me some Toy Toy.
I'd say they're about as equally exciting, yeah.
Honestly, I get so excited for half flush all triples.
It's very aesthetic. I do appreciate it. It's a good Hanuman, you know?
Yeah.
Honitsu, Toy Toy, Ton, Double Ton. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so satisfying.
Chunhaku. Oh, yeah. Again, though, Menshi, like, they're getting points, but they need more, and also they need Taraski to have a lot less.
Mendelssohn has a double of the Dora, but...
Yeah, guest wind, though.
Yeah.
If they can manage to just... Oh, Hatsudora is beautiful here.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Cutting the west. There's a shot here. Like, double Dora, Hatsu, 678 Sanshaku.
Yeah, the 678s
They need those kinds of hands. I know I'm dreaming big, but they kind of need to have a big dream come true for them to make the points matter in the last game.
So freaking true. What's Taraski cooking? Putting down all those 7s, those draws. Ouch!
Yeah, you would have liked the Manzu Honitsu here, because let's be real, like, Taraski got a first and a second, which is nice, but they're 4th right now by a sizable margin. You don't want to take a lead like that and put it into question like this. I would be stressed out right now. But not the worst keeping of the 6-8 pin if you want to make sure the hand is as fast as you can make it.
Yeah.
South too, though, you need some points.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit comfortable. They need to start working again.
They were caught lacking a bit, and they're also getting caught dealing into Tanyao only from Visum.
Taraski!
Absolutely caught short, but...
Let's go with that frickin' Tanyao.
Even Visum winning that hand, he's kind of getting caught short.
Yeah.
On points, compared to what he needs to actually win overall.
I mean...
It's interesting, though. Mendelssohn, he's getting there, right? Mendelssohn and Visum, both neither of the players we were considering to win overall, and now they're first and second.
Yeah, they're, like, performing well now. I guess now the pressure is on. They're like, yeah, wait a minute. I gotta do this.
Taraski's like, you know, you at the end of my term, you're like, ooh, I should probably, like, wake up and suddenly lock in.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not, like,
That's kind
sleeping
of what
this.
happens.
Bit of a wake-up call for Taraski. Mendelssohn, I think they know that they need to win pretty well to win overall.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's
needs
many...
to as well.
Yeah, Menshi I think he is focused right now.
But they need to lock in if they want to take home, like, the big win.
Absolutely, and they've got the Ishanten, hoping on a 3-man draw for Richi Pinfu Dora. And instead, well, that is a hand improvement. Yeah, okay. It's a good enough switch. You'd hope so, right?
Yeah.
Mendelssohn looking at... Could be 789 Sanshaku, but 789 Ipeiko.
Yeah, that would be
more or
nice.
less. If he manages the Tenpai, he guarantees it. Visum with another quick, yet weak Tenpai.
I mean, in the dealer seat, just keep taking it.
He's going for the one-hand repeat spam, I fear. 8-man, not the worst pair weight in the world when you've already cut 5s and 9s. But he also just missed a sumo on the 5, so how good are things really going?
That sucks.
Aka pickup from Mendelssohn. He doesn't miss that one, though. Good for Visum.
Yeah?
Another one-hand victory.
Let's go!
The dealership will continue until morale improves. I do not know.
I mean, they're inching closer and closer.
Yeah, but I do not know how much Visum needs to win to
I have
make
no
a difference
idea
in this match,
either.
though. I do not recall them doing too hot in the past couple of games.
Yeah, they were third place both times, right?
I think
Or
that was
actually, no, that was
Mendelssohn.
Mendelssohn. That means Visum has, I think, a second and a fourth.
That would be it, yeah. And really, any fourths in a best of 3 is almost enough to just be like,
Yeah.
thanks for the games, guys. I had fun.
Yeah, probably.
Deary dear. Hand for Visum, it's coming together. Pinfu chances, Aka chances, 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku chances, they're all working on it.
Yeah?
Meanwhile, Taraski, Shantan already. Ricci,
Mole,
possibly
mole.
Pinfu.
Yeah, but it's not the best hand.
It's not too exciting, right? They've already had to cut the door from it. They could
Yeah.
manage somehow the 4,
Holding
5,
on to
6
those
Sanshoku.
wests is kind of like, but
Yeah, like, it's your Pinfu pair, you know, it works for it.
yeah.
It'll do. 6, 7, 8 Peiko. Menchi on the
Ooh.
closed wait for Ricci Aka.
Okay,
Menchi
Menchi.
needs more points than that. I think we still know for this for sure.
Definitely.
Like, even... Oh, man. They are not that far away from first. They only need a
Yeah.
13,700 point gap. It's not the most unassailable
They could have
thing.
had a. They could have had a double-sided wait if they just
They
waited a
coulda.
second. But then they would have had to put down that Dora.
No, they could have just cut the 2-pin.
Oh, true! Yeah. What the heck?
It would have been Furuton, though. It would have been Furuton. But
Oh, yeah.
Ryanman Furuton versus non-Furuton Kanchan, you know, jury's out a little bit. Taraski cutting the Pinfu pair, going for
Oh,
possibly
it would have been right
Quick
there.
Hitanya. Yep, that would have done it.
Unfortunate.
Taraski... Can Taraski keep playing safe?
I think
They know they
need to
don't want to risk
start-
getting fourth on this one.
They kind of
That-
have to
this-
start trying harder, though. They need
Yeah,
to start pushing.
they are re-shunting.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they can manage like a third or even a second or even a third here, they might still be able to get it overall. Maybe. Right now for Menchi though, you're looking at it like, you know you need Taraski to be fourth, and they are. Which means you just need to get first somehow.
I just got a raid. Hi, Raiders!
Hello.
Say hi to me and Rezul. We're currently
Hello.
spectating a Mahjong tournament, and it's epic.
It is epic for the win. And as Chromu would say it, poggers.
Hi! I don't say poggers. I hope your stream was fun, though. Thank you so
She
much
just
for
did.
raiding.
Okay, though.
Yippee!
I kind of want to spend a lot of money on Mahjong Soul and get that robotic cat hand. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
never seen that before. It's kind of crazy.
I think, I don't want to say for certain. Yostar, if you're here, correct me if I'm wrong.
Hi,
Do you get the
Yostar.
giant robot cat hand by getting the Zenith title? I feel like
Yeah.
those are the same thing.
I'm not sure. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, that's brand new to me.
Is that an Akagi reference? Yeah, Rezul is an Akagi reference.
Actually, I'm the Joker from Rick and Morty, apparently. Big fan of those franchises, that's me. Taraski holding on to the 6-pin. Mendelssohn holding onto their 6-pins. Visum holding onto their 6-pin. Menchi's hand does not look like it's going all the way to the end here.
True, all of the 6 pins are gone, taken.
It's in the tier before Zenith. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Quaid
wow.
wouldn't.
Thank you
8-pin
for
ain't
the
gonna deal
info.
in. Visum with the 3-sided weight. Doesn't get the
True.
Hote though. But, since they're the dealer.
Yep, they
Since
keep it
they're the
moving.
dealer. We go again.
Yeah, run it. Ooh, Visum's hand.
Oh, you are right.
All of those greens.
Closed Hatsu, Dora 2.
Mendelssohn's
got a pair
some
that you
red
can use as well.
fives.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
It's pretty
his hand's
good,
not
which is
the
more than I can
best.
say for a hand like Mendelssohn's, which does have the 2 Dora, but
Yeah, Mendelssohn's
does not
holding
have
on
the
to
two-
red fives, but that's kind of it. Ooh,
yeah,
they're making
they both have
decent
2 Dora, but
draws.
one of them has a closed Hatsu
Yeah.
as a difference maker.
Mendelssohn's
Menchi,
draws
though?
are coming along a little bit. Oh, what's
They're
Menchi
getting there,
cooking?
They're getting there. Menchi looking at possibly the Itsu here, which is pretty good.
True.
You're looking for those 2 Hanyaku when you're trying to find some way to steal first while Taraski's still fourth.
Oof, those discards from Menchie, they hurt.
That's a little tough, yeah, but if you just keep on filling it in with Manzu, then it can start to work out.
Yeah. Menchie's making
You
nice draws
can
for a possible
sacrifice
flush.
Itsu. Do you take a pawn here? You take a pawn here.
I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be the hard force on Chinitsu Dora.
Mm. Also, yeah, we're just spectating and commentating right now. We're not playing
Yeah,
this.
we're
This is an official
spectating a
tournament.
tournament game. Yeah, hosted by Yostar, so I don't think Vizamor, Mendelssohn, or Menchie, or Taraski are my fans. I do not think that.
Yeah.
If anything, we're enemies, more likely than not.
Yeah, I would take
Menchie,
these
though?
guys down if I was in this tournament.
Same. Menchie may actually still be able to get the Itsu here. They've got the Ishanten to Chinitsu Dora.
That's
But
true.
they could still actually barely fit
They
in
would
the
need
Itsu
that
as
last
well.
9.
They
Yeah,
would
oh,
need
actually-
exactly 6 and exactly 9. But
Yeah.
there's exactly 9.
Oh,
now
let's
they only
go.
need is exactly 6, but
Oh,
I
that
don't think that
would
would
be
make
so
a difference,
awesome.
right? It would get them to 7, Han.
I think they'll get the full flush and a straight as well. I don't know exactly
Yeah,
how the
so-
scoring would work.
Yeah, full flush is 5, Dora is 6, Itsu is 7.
Yeah.
And they cannot draw the final red 5 man to get up to 8.
No.
But Hanuman's still pretty good. Hanuman gets them the first that they're looking for, most likely. Taraski, though, 5-8 man wait. Waiting on Manzu against an obvious Chinitsu flush like that is tough but not impossible. Oh, Taraski. Taraski is the safest man in the world.
Why? At this point, you're already in 4th place.
13,000. Well, to be fair, they'd be going down to 1k otherwise, so they just know
mean-
something we don't, I suppose.
Yeah.
Vizam also, the closed wait on the 6 man. Doesn't risk upgrading to the dead Rhiannon.
Ooh. That's...
Alright. That's
Yeah.
a good Simagiri
Good
over
call.
Tadashi, not that it changes much. Mendelssohn with the Tanyao Dora 2 Rhiannon for 4-7. Also viable. Taraski managed to make it back into Tenpai for 3 man. Much worse, but not impossible. Tenpai's across the board right now, and nobody...
Is there only 1 6 left and, like, that's uncalled for?
Ooh,
One?
potentially. 1, 2, 3,
Because there's one
yeah.
with the door indicator.
One in the Dora indicator, exactly, yeah. 1 6 man left in the pool right now.
Yeah.
And Menchie gets it!
Ooh!
The Itsu Sumo!
Let's go! This is a nice
The
hand.
Itsu part is purely just a
I
flex,
like
but
this.
Chinitsu Dora itself, Hanuman.
Holy
Very good.
moly.
That's exactly what Menchie needed right now. Here's how Menchie can still win. Hanuman Sumo, he found it.
Yeah! Let's go, Menchie.
Very nicely done. Just shy of a clutch Baiman, but now that we've got the Menchie Dream State.
Yeah, it's also going to be South 4 ending with Menchie Dealer.
They could really take this home.
Right.
If they can have a Taraski tier game in the last game, with Taraski as 4th as they are right now. I don't know if Yostar actually expects me to calculate the UMA. I have no idea.
I don't think that's part of our plan.
I don't think that was in the contract. Please calculate the UMA. I'd be like, you know, check
Calling off
Mahjong
our-
Soul's Twitter. They'll announce it later,
Yeah.
maybe. Get our top men on the scene.
Yeah. Yostar's top guy will tell you later.
Yeah, my top UMA guy.
Can
So,
somebody
for
come
the
up points
prospective
guy?
players. Yep.
Let's
Menchie,
see.
Ishanten here.
True.
Not the strongest looking hand getting built, but, you know,
It's
there's
something.
Ipeco, kinda.
Ooh.
There's a lot of swaps that you have to make to get to Ipeco, but you can do it.
I think that they're cooking.
Perhaps.
What's everybody else
Perhaps. I
cooking?
mean, going down to Rhiannon from that is tough, but Taraski's already Tenpai.
Oh,
Fiso 7 so Shanpon.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, and they have a huge
No.
point deficit, but they are the dealer right
Tanyao
now.
Aka. I mean, spamming dealer repeats, it sure did work for Visum a little bit.
Yeah.
You can hope it works for Taraski. That closed 7-man wait for Visum. Gonna be a tall order and a long road to Tenpai for him.
Mm-hmm.
They are sitting on 2 good Dora forward, though. Hard to say how much it'll help in the long run.
Yeah.
Mendelssohn, meanwhile, also 2 off of Tenpai for not too much value. 678 Sunshock, it was definitely doable, but not guaranteeable. Oh, cuts the Wests for maybe Tanyao. That's greedy, but you may need some greed if you're Mendelssohn right now.
Honestly, in their position. Might as
They
well.
do need points. They be needing points right now.
Yeah, those points would be nice.
Ooh, Menchi with the Tenpai here. It's not strong. They take it. 6 9-pin.
Holy moly.
9-pin gets Ipeiko. 9-pin gets Ipeiko Pinfu.
Mendelssohn's holding on to that freaking 6 for dear life.
Yep. Ooh, and there's only 1 9-pin left as well for Menchi, so hard to expect what we called a 3-han dream, but Ipatsimo is another way to get 3-han, I guess.
Dude, the sumos are actually so lucky in most of these matches. Yeah. They keep drawing tiles where there's like 1 left.
4-han 20 is pretty weak, but still keeping it in first. Keeping it as dealer in first. Oh, the score's going into the last match. Trotsky 58.9, Menchi 4.6, Visum 71.1, Mendelssohn 37.2. So, it's quite the gap between Tarasky and Menchi. Yeah. I think we were right that it needs to be Tarasky super fourth and Menchi super first.
Yeah.
And that's happening right now, which is...
Yeah, thank you for calculating those for us.
You wouldn't write that. Menchi needs some value. They're looking at the 2-3-4 Sanshaku here.
Yeah. Come on, Tarasky.
Would be good.
What's going on?
Yeah. I don't think Tarasky's doing that level of insane calculation.
Mendelssohn's making some nice draws right now.
Tarasky knows they're fourth, but they're like, how fourth can I be to stay first overall? And oh lord, you're right. Mendelssohn, Hatsu pair, Dora 3.
Uh-huh. They're cooking really hard right now.
Yep. But with them being 37.2 right now, Tarasky's 58.9. They still might need way more than this. Is that going to be a pawn? That's a pawn, so that's a Tenpai for 5 and 6. Hard to win on.
Tenpai, waiting for the Dora at least.
Now, more importantly, Chromu.
Yes.
How viable is Visum's 13 orphans right now?
Oh, wait a minute. I just peeped that. Holy moly.
Oh, right. Dearie
Can we get a South 4? 13 orphans now, please?
Yep. There are 2 Haku gone. The 9-pin are not dead. The Hatsu is not dead. That's the Dora! Visum, no!
Uh-oh. Oh, it hurt. Wait,
at least Mendelssohn did swap.
Yeah.
So that's fine. He swaps to the rearmament, but then Visum cuts the 4 instead!
It's
Visum's like, no, I am dealing into Mendelssohn. I don't care what he swaps to. Alright, so...
Was that the 3rd match?
That was the 3rd match.
That's the last match for today.
Which means, okay, hold on. Can I do the maths there?
I don't know how, so I believe in you. Or that chatter who gave us the score last time.
Tarasky was at 58.9 minus 32.9 is 26.
Okay.
And Menchi was 4.6 plus 30.7. No, sorry, minus 4.6. Minus 4.6, minus 4.6.
It looks like
is
Menchi
26.1.
Menchi may be the winner if our calculations
Did Menchi win
correct.
by, like, absolutely nothing at all?
100 points.
Is that 26.1 versus 26?
Yes, it is. A chatter also counted that.
Oh my lord. I don't know if that's how Uma works. But
if
that's how it works, then that is insanely clutch for Menchi.
Yeah. Don't take our word like 100% for it, but
yeah, take
that's
Rylance's word.
That's what it's looking
Rylance
like.
In chat.
Holy
Look, that's how it works,
crap.
and that's how it works, and that's incredible.
Well,
oh my lord.
This was fun. I think everyone played pretty well.
Absolutely
There
crazy
were
plays,
epic
yeah.
moments, there were devastating moments. That was really cool.
That's true as well.
Yeah, he
Menchie
got in
was
because of
outswapped in player.
disqualification. Yeah,
He had
that's actually
originally lost by
crazy.
getting 5th overall in the
Yeah.
initial round, the
God,
playoffs or whatever they were
Menchie's
called. And
running
then he
on a
gets
dream
subbed
right
in
now.
and takes it.
That's
He thought he
honestly
was out,
so
but they pulled
cool.
him right back in.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. If this is how it turns out.
That's incredible.
We got some beef in the chat. Someone
I definitely
prefers
prefer
Menchie.
Menchie in Grand Finals over Tarasky, says current
Is there
seeded
some-
player Ramsius from the East
Are we
Win
hearing
Final.
some bias in the chat right now?
I didn't know that this was wrestling.
Yeah.
Ramsius, are you going to win the Grand Finals? Let us know right here, right now.
Is Ramses? Oh, are they the one who won the East?
Yeah,
Circuit?
that's
Yeah.
the Joseph player, yeah.
Hi, Ramses. Run!
I want that trophy. Bold words.
Why do you prefer Menchie? Were you scared of Tarosky? I think they were scared. They were like, my strong
Tarasky
opponent
was a
is
scary
gone.
player. Let's
yeah.
be real. Tarasky was playing very, very well that
Didn't
entire
Tarosky
tournament.
win hard in the match we did on Sunday before it was like rescheduled as well?
Before it was rescheduled, ooh, let me see.
I think
Yeah, they
Tarosky
did.
win that one really hard as well.
Yeah, Tarasky ended with 54,000 points and Visum went negative.
Yep. That's crazy.
Excellent plays overall by everyone.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Hell yeah.
We don't have a gift code to share today because it
We
was
don't.
like
There was the gift code from
rescheduled.
last.
Yeah.
So, you gotta show up on the scheduled day.
Yeah. I know that the West Winds are playing this Sunday, and you'll get a little gift code there if you go watch those streams.
Yeah. Which,
Gift code for
I mean, they're
what?
allowed to say it themselves that they're doing that stream, so can we say that they're doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they've told anyone, but our friends are the ones casting it.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, it would be nice. I just thought it would be nice to shout them out.
Yeah,
Like, are they gonna hate me for
spoiler
shouting
alert!
them out?
No, I'm giving you guys a spoiler alert. Hina Bobina and Mari Mari are casting the West Winds, I'm pretty sure.
That should be them, yes.
Yep. Shout out! Thanks
So,
for the shout
Hina
out.
Bobina and Mari_EM.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them's live right now if you want to raid them too, but,
Oh yeah, I'm down.
yeah.
I'm pretty
Thank
sure
you, everybody,
that
for
they will
coming
be the
to
ones
this week,
casting
by
it.
the way.
Thank you guys. This was freaking epic.
I
All
hope
the
you
little
guys had
Jong
fun.
heads. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was
Yeah, I
pretty different
hope-
from my usual content, so thank you if you guys hung out. This is Razul's cup of tea, though. All the Razul heads are like, yes, yes.
Ah, yes, more Mahjong from Razul. What a novelty! What a crazy time. I mean, it's been a novelty for me. I'm
Yeah, no,
definitely
I actually love
thankful to
Mahjong.
Yostar for the opportunity.
I'm
I'm
really-
thankful to you, Chromu, for having it with me because
Yeah.
you were a delight to work with.
I'm
as
very
always.
happy I got to do this. I love Mahjong. It's just not something I typically stream. I'll start
a-
streaming it more. Okay, guys? I'll be a Mahjong streamer. Yeah.
If Ramsius wins the grand finals, Chromu will become a dedicated Jade Room ranked streamer.
Yeah, you gotta lock in
You heard it
Ramses.
here first, everybody.
Alright, who
So
are we
true.
rating? Is Mario?
I know Hina's live.
Okay, let's rate Hina. I love Mrs.
And it's like,
Bovina.
close enough.
Yeah.
All right. The raid message, by the way, for both chats is going to be wires because it's enabled in Hina's chat.
Okay,
That's all lowercase wires.
that's it.
Yep. Just stare her down. Just give her
Yeah.
the wires. That's all.
Let me type raid Hina Bobina.
Yeah. So
Wise.
if you want to check out Hina's content, we'll be raiding her, and also she'll be live next Sunday, probably 7:45 p.m. PST for the West Wind Finals.
Yep, and
of the
we'll
Battle
be
of the
back
Foldens
the
tournament.
week after that to do the North Winds again.
Yeah, on April 6th. Yeah.
Yep.
Woo, yeah.
Yep. Run until that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That was awesome, and good work to all the epic mahjong players of the world.
Good luck to everyone involved. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Should be some good games next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be epic and awesome and exciting.
Woo!
And don't forget to go watch Fate Heaven's Feel. Yeah.
Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel.
Fate
Yeah.
collab, Mahjong Soul collab, Fate characters coming soon. Oh my god, yay! I'm gonna
Very
click the raid
soon.
button. Bye,
too.
guys. I'm gonna stream again later, so see you later. Bye. I'm raiding. I'm doing it. I'm reading it. I'm reading it.